Oh, that was weird.
Oh, that's
My
what's playing.
mouse,
Okay.
my mouse cursor was moving to the top left just on its own forever, but then it stopped. So what was this thing with switching between Forge and D&D Beyond? Yeah. Can't you just use the character sheet on D&D Beyond? Really? I mean,
Hey, good morning.
Welcome.
yeah, it is pretty slow. I haven't even considered doing it in Chrome.
I'm using Mozilla Firefox.
I had to do that with I had to do Roll20 in Chrome as well often because music would not play with it was in Firefox. Firefox is not, it's just not built for virtual tabletop.
Other way around, buddy.
That's just from observations.
Tabletop is not built for virtual Firefox.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. When they were inventing tabletops originally in like the BCE era, they were not thinking about virtual Firefox. Stunning observation.
Know that tabletop games were invented before the table was invented? True story. True
Back
fact.
then, they just called them top games.
No, they said
No, that's
they were
something completely
tabletop
different.
games. And they spurred the invention of the table.
Top games is like Hunger Games, but for gay people. Oh, sorry. I'm not a top, everyone. That was an April Fool's joke.
Explain why our place is still up and running.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, welcome to the world map, everybody. I'm moving you to the world map. There's not going to be much of a... I just want to sort of go over my thought process as I was recording the recap. After the 20 seconds of audio got outlined and I put it in, I realized there was 30 seconds of music bookending the 20 seconds of audio, and I had to cut like one of the clips in half. And then I realized maybe this recap formula doesn't work for the group fought a beholder, they beat the beholder, they got the eye of the beholder, then they went onto the mountain pass where they encountered some undead and they fought the undead and they beat the undead, but then some people were aged up by the undead. And that's the recap. That's what happened last session.
Nice.
So as we've left the Rising, there were two people who have been aged up, Calcivir and Angie. I'd also between the hexes.
You cut out.
did.
I heard us, and then I heard between the hexes.
Oh yeah, I'd like to also move the ship between the hexes, but then I got preoccupied with it and then forgot to hold down the push to talk because I accidentally made the boat spin upside down, and I don't know how I did that. Well, anyways, two people have been aged up.
I appreciate your generous contribution of your spell slots to my furthering my career, Venari.
All right, you are able to get to sleep. However, Vonari has one spell slot.
Or you can spend your spell slot before you sleep.
All right.
Does this take components? If you're using greater restoration.
Now remember, with a ghost aging, if it's not done within 24 hours, it's permanent.
Hmm. I could try something. Can I try casting Dispel Magic on one of them?
All right. Mark off the spell slot, nothing happens.
All right. Just head to chat.
Who knows? Yeah, if you want to waste
doesn't do
any spell
anything. I didn't
slots,
think it would.
I've got some slots to burn.
We're still on that mountain pass, right?
That's
we ended
correct.
right after the fight? Okay.
You found a safe spot in the mountain pass to rest up so that you can perform this plan. Also, if you wouldn't mind reminding everyone of the plan, including our thousands of viewers at home who are anxious to know what you're trying to do about this. By the way, this giant angel thing is for Vonari, who summons it occasionally.
Nice.
There's not actually a
looking
giant
like-
angel in the world, the canvas world. Go ahead, Bucks.
Up on the side, wherever there's that void over to the cliff, just looking down the cliff, what does it look like? Just a roiling mass of black energy, or is there something different?
This is like the thickest Naxxoncha you've seen since the Swallowed City.
Okay. Didn't an enemy fall down there?
That's correct. However, they also teleported as they were falling to avoid the
That's
drop.
right. Okay.
They teleported to get out of counterspell range and such. They dropped to go the counterspell range, rather.
I don't think we had a counter spell available.
$300.
If we ever need more dust, we have at least 1,000 gold worth of diamond. I could.
But how are you going to
Spend
break the
time.
world's hardest material?
Well, that's with regards to scratching. It'll shatter then.
I know how most skills hard is, so it's a joke. Come on. And the correct answer was use netherite, so you're actually reported.
Yeah.
I never understood
on
that. Like,
diamond?
why do you need a special pickaxe to extract the diamond from the same rock?
Well, because if you used wood or stone, that's actually powerful enough to completely polarize the diamond. Iron is much weaker. Yeah. Cashew, stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Does Minari ever wake up?
Bonari, roll to wake up. Roll a 1d1. If you roll below a 5...
No, it's a 0.
Alright, you rolled below a 5, you wake up.
Hooray!
What's the weather?
I thought we were going to do a duel or something to see who wins, but
Yeah, I thought it would be cool to have a beach episode where we like volleyball harder than the other, and then I get
winner gets to
greater
not be
restoration.
permanently old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Isaac.
I'm good. I'm good. Pick me.
You know that I met him like first, right?
Yeah, you might have met him, but do you know his scripture? You only met his body as well. You don't know anything about his divinity.
I know all of his deepest desires, the things that have been hidden even from his highest clergy.
Gross.
What
Also,
a thing to
probably
say about a
untrue.
deity. Do you hear this, man?
I roll religion and just like pop off the most stupid shit about Alex I can.
Alright, go ahead.
I have expertise. Wow, I opened my character sheet and it said Bronze 20 has been. Okay, religion. I have a +9. Virtual tabletop not found. What do you mean not found? Please click on the Beyond 20 icon in the taskbar of this. Okay, now I do this.
I want to say things. I want to make a religion check to try to say things that sound like they're about, or like say things as if they're about Alex, but they're actually about,
I'm
Niare.
using my inspiration. I have an inspiration, I'm using it.
You're using
16.
inspiration
Yes,
to
I
fight.
want to be young. To fight you
Alright.
in our Alex battle.
I completely failed to say things that
Wow.
are seemingly about Alex, but are actually about Niare. I don't know what this means.
Calcivere's just like talking about the blessings of the river and saying Alex brought them. And her divine form is a beauty to behold. I mean, his divine form is a beauty to...
There's many different forms of Alex, don't you realize?
I mean, true. Technically, Sandra.
They come in the form of the river, of the ocean, of the rain. I mean, wait, what?
Alright, Angie. You would recall that of the party of Shiva, the most curious case was that of Kot. Kot was a warlock that sided alongside them, but did not believe in anything that Shiva had to do, except that the demons involved were breaking the laws of the dead, and so Kot had like this tenuous alliance with them. But as soon as everything ended and the dust settled, Kot just disappeared, never seen again.
Yeah, it was
Not
Klaus.
Kot. No, Vesper! God damn it! No, Vesper! It's Vesper is the guy's name, and then it got changed to the Klaus Kot.
Lore.
Yeah, Klaus went back in time, actually. Along with Stefan. There's a lot of time travel in
I was like, how did I not know about this ancestry through all of Calamity? I suppose it's called the Cloth of Cot, though.
But it was originally the Cloth of Vesper, but then called the Cloth of Cot, and I'm like, what's the cloth called? Right, the Cloth of Cot. So then I started talking about Cot.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's Vesper lore.
First round of 13 goes to Isaac.
Alright. Next up, the volleyball contest. Then the hot dog eating contest. Then the ice sculpture contest.
Oh shit, yeah.
The synchronized swimming contest.
You're saying all things that I can solve with my expertise in athletics.
Okay, let's think of some other stuff. The slam poetry contest.
This is acceptable.
The archery contest. How about that?
So, we did ask you all last night to come up with tasks. Did any of you come up with any sort of challenges? Okay, well, I guess it's the best of one then, Cal. I feel bad about, well, no, I really want to be young again. I wish I felt bad about it, but I do really want to be young.
I know little about. Should Alex smile upon us then? I shall pray to my deity that my fate wins in their manner.
Hooray!
Apology flies out of the way.
Oh, don't want to accidentally DH her. Is she hungry again yet?
Apology is just very despondent and doesn't seem to have much desire to do anything.
Oh.
However, I just want to remind everyone that Apology is consistently here. Mm-hmm.
Did I get a replacement mule and cart with a replica of all of my mundane gear from before I went into the hole of despair?
Possibly. Probably should ask Christy for that. A nap.
On average, you will succeed at this.
However, it is Dungeons and Dragons.
All variance is bad for PCs.
Can we clockwork this one?
We work
Yeah,
as
take
hard
a
as we
10.
can to roll the least amount of die.
Yeah, just take a 10 here on the spell levels you gain.
Can I give Flash of Genius to this?
No.
No.
Alright, let's see the roll. Let's
Hey.
go!
Venaria is a god. Also, I just got smited. For heresy.
Assuming that we have the diamond dust. Hooray! I'll get right on that, Chief.
Alright, congratulations. You have both avoided the curse of aging.
Until we meet more banshees.
This was almost going to be a dramatic change to my character's portrayal in the lore and in their voice, but instead of adopting a strange voice, I can just be normal Cal Severe.
I mean,
Nice!
You had enough of changing after your leg got cut off, and also you got put in prison so many times it changed you.
And also you merged with a different person.
I guess this does make up for the time the Venari got me captured by the town guard.
Man, you've been captured a lot, huh?
The Mafia town guard? I think that on a technicality, it was us that got thrown into prison on that technicality, which is what you're referring to when you say technically.
Wait, so where are we?
You guys are heading down off the mountain pass now.
Oh.
Everything is in character unless specifically annotated out of character.
We're still headed to the Bronze Gauntlet, right? We're gonna pick up Wembley and go on a world hopping tour of killing all the aspects.
Mm. Maybe we're meeting with him at least.
Meeting with
we're making-
Wemley or the aspects?
Well, we're not going on a world murder tour. Yeah.
So I still have
And
a
I-
capsule revivify.
You guys
But,
have friendly banter as you head down the mountain.
How did it feel to be old?
Pretty terrible.
I don't
It's
think
kind of
that
like
you would much relate, Wielder.
Yeah,
Being
that's
Being
kinda
old
why
and then
I asked.
becoming
That's-
young again.
Yes.
Well,
Imagine
as
if
if
my
I was
body were
referencing
kinda
that
like-
exact facet of their character.
so like I'm a changeling, right? So imagine if my body were like Jello, but like you heat it up, you put the gelatin in, and then you like cool it down just a little bit, and then I can like change everything around because I'm like made of liquid or whatever. And then being old was kind of like someone put that in the freezer and waited a week, and it kind of sucked, and it hurt.
You rusted.
All of your joints began
Sure.
glue together.
No, I get the metaphor.
Like
I'm
a
just
penguin.
applying it to something I'm more familiar with.
I see.
I wasn't talking about me, I was talking about the things I build. I don't rust, I don't think what I'm made of is iron. Yeah, on the inside. Outside's metal. Yeah, wooden skeleton. Alchemic fluid bones. I am older and younger than everyone here at the same time, somehow.
Probably about the time that you replaced the sigil upon his forehead.
Pretty gross question, don't you think?
Pretty much what happened before, when I decide that I've changed and am something new. I'm not Garlmir, I'm Wielder, because that's what I chose, you know. Forgetting, maybe that wasn't wholly my idea, but I've chose to accept.
Everyone, in the meantime, I'd just like to kind of show something off here. I'm going to use the Stone Dragon Egg to represent this. As we have all been familiar with throughout the course of this story, the things that you do have an effect on the overall level of hope in Shadepool, but now as Shadepool is merged, this has a tangible effect on the world. Henceforth, the Stone Dragon Egg, as you do things that inspire hope within the world, will fill this bar up. If filled all the way, something good might happen.
I would like you to reveal the bar to us. That would be helpful for me.
You can't see
Joe,
the
what's
bar?
the bar?
I would like you to raise the bar.
Raise the bar. It should be available. Wait, did I do for owner? I did for owner. I'm a fool.
Oh, hey, there's a
There it
bar.
is.
Not a lot right now. Things are kind of shite.
Well, if you think about it, the bar doesn't actually necessarily start there. Like, what if the bar is just, this is the visible portion, and it actually goes all the way from the left side of the map to the right side of the map, and so it's like, maybe like 47% full.
Yeah, who knows?
But what if the right side does the same? And that's not the end goal.
There are a number of things that you can do to try to fill this bar.
Just
I'd like you to
extends up
think of
and
them
down.
on your own. Good luck. Things
Is
that
one
will
of them
certainly
skywriting?
help.
Can we skywrite our names?
Oh, it's starting at 0?
Wielder was here.
And you did
Yeah.
run around and like reassure everyone. I mean, it doesn't start 0.
Yeah, we did our little PR campaign in the corner of the map. Kind of sucked, I think, but we did it. That's why we have got a little sliver, and we can actually see the bar now. We didn't used to be able to see the bar. This is exactly the causal relationship.
Exactly. That's true. Regardless, this is sort of like a communal resource that you guys can fill up by doing good things. Doing bad things will deplete the bar, so if you're planning on sacrificing everyone to the Chaos Lords to gain power, think twice. Think twice. Yeah, just a little bit of gamification for you. Everyone loves to fill bars up.
Hell yeah. We win. The preacher dies instantly.
Something good will happen. One thing that I'll give you for free, though, as I don't want to like spoil the entire mechanic of the Canvas world, defeating bosses in the world will help fill this bar. If the preacher's gone, people will have a lot more hope than if he's not gone.
Oh, killing the beholder helps?
Right and clear.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot that I'm King of Slaypool now. I have to remember that. That's pretty important.
Are you Queen of Slaypool or are you King?
Depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Nice. Anyways, you are heading down here, and who here is feeling lucky?
Me, I'm feeling lucky. I got to
All right.
not be old.
Okay, very nice. If you would kindly roll 1d2. On a 1, something bad happens. On
Hell
a 2,
yeah.
something not bad happens.
1.
You get one. Then something good happens, right?
Well,
I got a minimum roll. That's extreme.
the
That's at one of the
upbeat
extreme ends.
music comes to an end.
You're not on a token.
That's correct. I'm putting you in.
Was the sound of cawing part of the track, or was that the birds outside my window?
That's part of the track. Oh, hey, I put 2
Alright.
Happies, even though Happy is not here.
Why
Yeah, I didn't think I had those birds.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, everything's invisible. I'm in a question mark zone.
Welcome to the question zone. What the hell is going on? Where's your vision gone?
I think because I'm a different token than I used to be.
That's true.
I'm the changeling again instead of Angie. Oh hey.
Yeah, I'm now going
mysterious campsite.
I'm going to destroy you for justice, but then I'll get you back from here. You come to a campsite, everyone, and it looks like it's recently been inhabited. Someone has died here.
I was muted on the stream this entire time. It's gonna sound really dumb.
Quick look around. Anyone nearby?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Nine.
You don't notice anyone. You just hear the crackling of this nearby fire.
The fire's still lit. It's that recent.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's see this entire map. And I look around.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Skills. Perception. All to do with, I think.
What's 19? 29?
Vonari, the sound is nigh imperceptible, but you hear it, and you pay attention over here. Very subtly, you can see depressions in the ground.
Ooh.
They move a little bit in this direction. Then they stop.
I'm gonna cast Fairy
Alright,
Fire
also
on
roll
it.
perception.
You can certainly try.
Venari.
Try.
9.
Yes. Oh, I thought
You do not notice. You cast Fairy Fire on the area. The outline of a unicorn is shown.
I think that's right.
Ooh.
No, the token is broken.
Broken token. Those people make tokens for Spirit Island, the board game.
Wow. Shout
Are
out to
unicorns
Spirit
hostile?
Island.
what does Venari's fairy fire look like?
Red and yellow sparkles.
Also,
Nice.
Or red and
is there
white
knowledge
sparkles.
we can roll about unicorns?
Go ahead.
Which one?
This would be religion.
Good at that. No, I'm not. I rolled badly.
It's still.
Well, you've heard of unicorns before. And you see that there's a unicorn in this area. 1 second, their token was destroyed. There we go.
Is there like blood on its horn or something?
The unicorn turns to face you. You can't see because they're still... Fairy Fire just outlines them, right? It doesn't make them visible.
Yeah.
So you don't exactly
It's
see their...
outlined.
It can't benefit from being invisible. It is
Right.
still invisible, but it gets no benefits because we know where it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's covered in flashing lights. It might be
They do get a
invisible,
save
but
DC. Yeah, dex save.
I can assure you that this guy would have failed. This unicorn is not the most dexterous of unicorns. But, who knows? What the Okay, never mind. Not canon. Roll the 20. What?
Inspiration to make it re-roll.
Okay. That was a pretty good roll too, but it's a fail. It's ultimately a fail.
Yeah. That was really unlikely to get that first.
It was very unlikely. The likes of which
A 10% chance.
no one has ever seen before.
Actually, my spell DC is 19, not 18. I didn't pick up that I've been.
Yeah, we still must have though.
I also noticed that custom items that you've customized also don't come in with the custom.
Yeah.
At this point, Calcivir, you would recognize just a little bit. This is familiar in some way.
Oh wait. 1 second. Maybe I can fix this. Let me figure out if Silvery Barb's a spell I can cast, or if I need to be able to see it. As a creature I can see. Damn it. So I can't cast Silvery Barbs on it to make it fail.
Well, I gave it
Yeah, with the
I gave it disadvantage
Oh,
with
okay.
inspiration. What does the unicorn do? Does it notice that it has become? Of course it would. It's sparkling.
it is staring like at you.
Oh.
Well,
Well, let's try languages.
talking to it in like Celestial. Hello, we come in peace. But what are you doing here?
No response. It aims its horn towards you quite threateningly.
Don't you have a ring that lets you talk to animals?
Oh yeah. Well, it's not an animal. It's probably a celestial or something.
That's why I tried
Let's
Celestial.
try it.
Yeah, I cast speak with animal.
Say
Good
something.
spell.
I'm not an animal.
Oh.
What language is
It
it?
doesn't have
talking?
Arcana skills to be able to recognize spells, though.
It's saying this in common. And I'd appreciate if you went the other way.
A very
why
deep
was
voice
it
for a
this way?
unicorn. Is this really a unicorn?
I don't want to kill you all.
Why would you kill us?
Is that a bluff? Is it bluffing?
I don't think it's bluffing.
Inside it?
You can certainly try.
Does it actually think it can kill us?
It doesn't know anything about us.
Well,
You don't know if it's confident or if it's just a unicorn. You know, like it's just unicorn things.
Why would you kill us?
You're asking too much. Leave now.
I mean, I don't think that's your bed over there. It's way too small. I happen to see like this blood stain on the ground with bones.
It undoes the invisibility, and you can see that its body is covered in armor, like horse armor, that is glistening. It's visibly magic, and it has on its back like this absolutely huge halberd. This is not just a unicorn. This is a unicorn centaur
Ooh.
with a horn on its head.
Well, I mean, we don't need to do anything bad. We're just passing through the area. We'll be on our way.
And you won't be passing through. Head back
Not an option.
and live.
How long would we
You-
lose if we did go around the unicorn park?
It would take about a day or two.
Oh, so we'd have to give this thing a huge birth. Or is it like
How
this
about-
is the only path or something?
How
There,
about
there are other paths. They're just really unpleasant because you're in basically badlands with a number of ravines and such, right? Like the land is not very, very stable except for the paths that you're taking.
I'm gonna
How
try
about-
something.
we?
And on this note, Calsevere and as well Angie, I will give you a religion check. Now that you can see this thing clearly.
I'm
Why
gonna
not?
go find my
Ooh.
character sheet.
I want to get rid
This
of
is the
square.
Episcopatus Briere.
Oh.
Rare.
Oh. She's with fate, isn't she?
Yeah. What do we know about Briere again? I mean, obviously with fate. But
Briere,
apparently evil?
I remember
Briere,
it's really lean though, yeah.
yes, Briere is the speaker of everyone's favorite Nia Ray, a demigod-like power as far as like religious worship goes. Being a speaker, Briere is a very high-level cleric, and also has the unique ability to sort of encompass all equine statuses. So Briere is both a person, a horse person, a centaur, a unicorn, like all in one. Briere is the leader of the Conclave's like most militant faction, but is known mostly as just kind of a good guy.
How far away are they? Are they like coming up and talking to us?
They're approaching. They're within 30 feet.
Are they within? Are they gonna like come and talk to us, or are they just like within combat range? Because I
They're
Gift of Kingdoms
keeping.
has a range of 5.
Pointing
They're
its horn
keeping
at
this
us.
distance.
Do you not see the map?
Oh. I do not see a horse.
My God, your token is still broken.
Also,
Okay.
I only see me.
Yeah.
Broken.
Sorry, I will fix your base token. Is what the issue is here.
Okay.
Your base token has this problem.
I now see a horse. It's beautiful.
How far away is it? It's right in front of you.
Shit, I can't.
This is kind of one of the growing pains that I've learned. In Foundry, there is what's called a prototype token, and that's what all the tokens are based off of. And I've been updating like the regular token instead of the prototype.
I will try persuasion.
All right.
Prayer, you must see that the land is being corrupted. This isn't what Nirai wants. You know this. We have to pass, and we have to do our best to put the land back together, so the rivers can flow again, so the sea can meet the deltas, so the mountains can tower over the land below, and the forests can rise again.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Prayer certainly recognizes us, right?
Absolutely. He's had
Yeah.
multiple conversations with Calcivier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
13.
I had like a tour through a place, and I was invited to like a special thing a while ago. And then I never got that, and it was like years ago. So probably not still a pending offer. Anyway,
Briere looks at you, then looks up at the stone dragon egg, and then down at you again. Tell me, what do you know of loyalty?
I mean, a little bit. I've been loyal to my friends.
I was just a whelp. I was awoken by a druid for some purpose. I was involved in a war I did not want to be in. Celis and Fate, they found me, and they gave me my freedom. And with it, I willingly chose. I would fight at their side until the day the world ends, or I end. I don't approve of what she's doing, but I approve of her with all my heart. Now, Fate believes you are all dead. If you go back, I will find a way to get you a ferry, and you can leave this continent, and she'll never find out any of you were here.
If we do that, the world will be destroyed.
Perhaps. Some of it.
That's not very reassuring.
He nods sadly.
I don't believe we can ever possibly even entertain accepting that.
He nods again, even more sadly.
Everyone stares at each other, unsure what to do.
What,
almost is
what
broken
were you
down.
going to do if we hadn't seen you?
I would have observed to see what it was you were doing. Perhaps I would have spoken to Asriel Saramaliste. Driel might have been enough to tip the scales. Maybe you would have listened to us, if not me alone. I don't want more bloodshed. He points over at the bone, what was left of a person.
Who did you murder?
A member of the Bronze Gauntlet came looking for me. Diplomacy was not an option. My orders are to go here and to monitor anything that could be coming towards our motherland. Be it the Preacher, Percy, or the Rising.
Wait, I can already see invisible creatures with my robe.
It's been
But I'll let
a
everyone
few
else see it.
weeks.
So. You can also see into the ethereal plane.
Well, we need to keep going. What can we do to avoid a conflict here?
He takes out his halberd and holds it out in front of him. By the light of the 15, and the word of the Sky Pope, none shall pass. And he draws a line in the ground, and as he does, he lets go of the halberd and an invisible hand carries it with him.
All right. What do you guys think?
The halberd returns.
Is he carrying anything on him, Puck?
He's wearing armor and he has this halberd. Anything else you can't tell.
Well, if he really wanted to fight, he would have already done it already. We really don't want to fight. Both keep just bucking the responsibility to the other side, making the other one start the fight.
I mean, we're gonna have to fight him at some point. Might as well be now.
Yeah, we can't afford extra days to our travel.
He's unfortunately working for the Conclave and their ends, which is directly contrary to us and the world.
I could maybe do something underhanded. I'm trying to like
Like
talk
what?
quietly so he doesn't hear us.
Go ahead and give me a... Oh, what would this
I mean,
be?
you could just ask for
let's
it
do
to
Like
stealth.
a walking away.
I
Before
figured we like
talking to
huddled
himself.
up.
Yeah.
25.
All right. You are able to find a place. I'd imagine you go kind of here,
Yeah.
because here there's a tree that you can use just for a little bit of extra cover. Make it so that he can't read your lips.
I had this vial. We got it a while back. I don't remember exactly where, but it's full of a gas that's poisonous. It looks like it's empty. I tell him it has... One of you casts an illusion inside it, and I tell him that it contains... proof or something that would make him reconsider his loyalty and at least give it a chance. And we float it over to him. He opens it and breathes the gas. It definitely cause a fight, but it might weaken him enough to help. And Pog, I have no idea where this vial came from.
Okay.
I have a toxin vial. It says it contains a flavorless, colorless, odorless gas.
Okay.
I don't. Does anyone remember where we encountered a gas like that?
Oh. Does it do anything?
I
or-
do. I know. I know what you're talking about. I think it's funnier if I don't tell you on account of everything.
Okay.
That's
Did you happen
really
to
good.
write it down in a spreadsheet that has a history of changes?
Doesn't have a history of changes. It's just the D&D Beyond Notes section.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? The other thing I could give him is the explosive rune scroll.
Well, that will definitely start a fight.
Explosive runes will probably do more damage than a mystery poison.
Probably.
What is this actually? It's like words of warding or something? Warding.
Glyph of warding.
Glyph of warding.
Do we still have that hand ballista, or did we get that back?
We gave that back. We didn't have any ammo for it, I think.
The Titan crossbow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you'll get it in the future. Maybe it will come up in Ether Pilgrims. Who knows?
We know the scroll will only do 5d8. I don't think that's relevant against him, but the poison might do something funny.
If you think you can convince them,
Yeah. Well, can any of you cast small illusions? I can cast small illusions. I can cast silent image.
I could do minor illusion.
I got nothing. Can light it up.
Oh, but
100's mark.
I have a bad illusion thing. So he can like examine it and see it's an illusion before he opens it. So we would need someone with a good save to do it. Unless this guy's bad in investigation, which he might be because he's a horse.
Oh, he's...
Hold on, run me through the mechanics of this again. You're giving him...
Giving him a vial filled with poison, and I will say, like, maybe there's one thing we can show you to convince you to at least reconsider utmost loyalty. I mean, we know you're still gonna be loyal, but maybe we can convince you to let us pass. And then we
And
flip the
he-
vial to him, and then he breathes it in by accident when he opens it.
Okay, it's kind of a reverse psychology kind of thing.
I mean,
What
I
the worst
guess,
thing's happened
kinda.
is he
Not
attacks,
exactly.
which was going to happen anyways. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually what happens is he turns into a rabbit or something. Because none of us know what this
see,
vial
the worst
does.
thing would be it's a positive gas and actually buffs him up.
It says toxin vial. I don't think I would write toxin vial if it like made us buff as hell.
I mean, there are lots of toxins that make you feel less pain and stuff, like alcohol.
Oh, 1 dose spell blight. Interesting. I have interesting things in this spreadsheet here. Okay, are we on board with this? Is this what we're doing?
I mean, we gotta go. I mean, the
Everyone
fight's
be
inevitable.
prepared.
But
Does anyone have silent
This guy-
image other than me?
I can do minor illusion, the cantrip.
This man is my friend. Well, he wanted to be my friend. I don't know if he's my friend, but he wanted me to be his
I
friend.
don't think we have to go so far as killing him, but should we? Is there a chance he's going to report our movements to Fate?
100% he will,
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
if he hasn't already.
It might be an in-combat move. He might be
Well,
like,
he said
hey,
if we
teleport
left.
to me.
Didn't he say if we just left, he wouldn't tell?
If we left the entire continent, but even then, if we
Yeah.
did that, why would he keep it a secret from me? He'd obviously tell.
All right. So we're
Okay,
taking this
well-
guy out. I mean, he's conclave. I don't really have any moral qualms with that.
He's like their militant leader or something, right? So it'd be
Oh
very.
wait, Rain, you can do your horse thing on him, or your battlemaster thing on him.
Yeah, we've been talking for a minute. I can check some. I can't technically check the saving throws, but I can check the Constitution score. Is it a Constitution save?
For
Oh.
the
Most likely.
For the poison? I don't know.
for what?
poison.
Yeah.
But look at
The
Briar. What
odorless
is Briar
gas.
doing right now while we huddle around a tree?
He's just like watching, but he can't see what you're saying.
Are poisons ever a dexterity save? I feel like they will be.
You used out of magic to cast something silent. I don't have anything super stands out as being the thing to do though.
I'd like to check their dexterity store. Dexterity, Constitution, and armor class. I believe I can choose 3. I'm pretty sure that's correct. If not, then I'm cheating.
Okay.
Solid choice.
Armor class is less than yours.
Yeah, I believe that I have the correct armor class listed at the moment.
Dexterity is less than yours.
Ah, demigodhood, huh?
Well,
Constitution is equal to yours.
Ooh.
that's HP
Okay.
or actual comp.
Con score.
Ah.
Not saves, just score. So they have 16 con, 19 or less dex, and 20 or less AC.
Sounds like we can kill him.
It just like you just see this thing is staring at you.
Well, if we're gonna do it, let's do it.
Is there any source of water, like just ordinary water and not like Sanchi?
I'm afraid not in this area.
Okay.
Does blood count as water? Can I purify blood?
You presumably could, yes.
I want to use my piety spell to purify the blood that is either staining their coat or is on the ground nearby. However much by like cubic meter I'm allowed to do using my piety spell.
All right. It observes this act.
And then I bow.
Briere bows back to you.
Okay, we'll have to cast your illusion. You're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna put in there. It has to be something suitably vague. He's gonna open it up to take a look.
Oh, I thought you had an idea.
Say something like, "It's good to see another member of the true faith."
Well, if you have silent image, I think that works better here because minor illusion can't move.
Had we met under any other circumstance, we would have been the best of friends.
My spell save CEC is extremely low, Wielder. That's why we're having you do this. Pog, if we put a minor illusion in a vial and move the vial, does the illusion, like, stay in the vial?
Sure.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
just
we
fine.
should do that.
All right. Can I just make it like it look like a different kind of more helpful potion?
Wow, it's that hack.
If
Not a
you'd like.
potion, we're gonna like try to convince them that like this will be the thing that convinces you to let us through.
Make it look like one of those like lucky fortune.
Yeah. I'll make it look like the potion of advantage. I suppose isn't that like a silvery kind of thing?
Make a slight difference that he's actually I don't know
Yeah.
because you want him to
Yeah,
open
with
it,
the
right?
potion, you can convince them of
Oh yeah,
anything.
let's make it look like unicorn blood from Harry Potter.
Oh my god, why would you do that?
Silver, mercurial.
We're putting
Yeah,
all this
it
effort
comes-
in, and like nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, it looks like a not poison. It looks like a potion.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, if you want to give it to him, go for it.
Are you gonna give it to them, Angie?
What were you? Because my story was gonna be that, like, it's gonna convince him. So, like, how is a potion gonna convince him of anything? I don't have a plan for that.
That was your plan. I thought you had an idea for that, and we were going along with that.
No, I wanted to make like some kind of like small, complicated object, or maybe like a little scroll that could be unrolled or something.
But then why would he open that?
So you can get a closer look at it.
Briere,
Well, if-
while we haven't crossed the line, we're still on good terms, correct?
Briere nods.
Then could you potentially look at something for us?
What is it?
Angie has it. Perhaps you can help
Here.
identify it.
Briere kind of bows, and then another unicorn appears. Yeah, let me just put another uni. Another uni.
You like
We
cast
can
a spell for
we can
that, or-
float it across to you.
yeah, you have Mage Hand.
Yeah, it's casting a spell to make a uni appear. It's bowing down and casting a spell. Theoretically, you could try to counterspell this if you wanted. I just didn't think you would do anything to stop it from.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
doing
can also telekinetic it over too. Yeah.
We know this is a powerful potion. Maybe we could trade it for you. We could advance face cause in this way, and you look the other way while we pass through this pass. Or move through this valley.
Okay. 1 second, I'm having a tremendous difficulty. There we are. Here's another unicorn. The second one. How do I change this one to make it look different? Oh, I know.
Flip it.
Are you gonna invert the colors? Ooh, it's green now.
Kind of walks over, takes it in its mouth, brings it to Briere. If you don't prevent it, of course. Briere looks at the vial, kind of swirls it around a little bit. It's an interesting potion. I'm not really an alchemist type. I'm not that learned, I suppose.
I have a question. He brings it close to his face. Could I telekinetically pull it to stop her?
You can certainly do that, yeah?
All right, let's get this started.
Because that doesn't visibly do anything. Show as me doing it.
All right. It opens and the gas comes out. The illusion breaks. Briere kind of looks at it. Is this a prank?
What? Where did the potion get? What did you do to our potion?
Did you accidentally like purify our potion? You're near I, right?
Yes, I've done this before in the past. My apologies. Briere
Is he
like,
looking sicker?
Briere,
Does he look like he's got
make
a
a
cough?
perception check. But as Briere's like visibly like sheepish about this.
It's head.
With a 10, there's no change to Briere's disposition or demeanor.
Oh, good.
What's this summoned unicorn look like? Does it look
Like Briere.
spectral?
Sorry, not like Briere. It's spectral. It looks kind of bluish. And it does have a halo, as opposed to Briere, who is a centaur unicorn.
All right, what are we doing?
Briere, at this point, kind of shakes its head a little bit, and the unicorn disperses. He tosses you back the empty vial. I apologize. I may have purified it by accident.
Well, I guess there goes our trading leverage.
So, before all this, you were letting us pass, right?
No, I never would have let you pass. My goal is simple. I am to ensure that nothing passes by me. To protect our capital.
Is your capital like way far away from here?
Briere nods.
And isn't it kind of fucked up right now? Like everything? Wouldn't your best course of action to protect it in the long term be for us to save the world?
It is not my orders. My decisions come from a person above me.
That's a convenient excuse.
But isn't your oath your position divinely ordinated with a higher goal of prosperity for the world? One that
My oath
supersedes
is to the
mortal
Sky
orders?
Pope. It is through her will as the divine speaker of the Pantheon that I am given my orders. An Episcopatus swears an oath to the Conclave first, to the Sky Pope second, and to the people third.
Our priorities are a bit different.
Disturbingly.
nods.
Let's just fight the guy.
Well, how about this? We have a map to some useful armories that are still around. I mean, Percy had things stashed all over this city, and when we visited with him, he gave us a map of what armories might still survive. We could pass this along to you in trade for passage. This would again advance phase goals. You would have access to plenty of weapons. It would certainly offset the benefit we gained by passing a few days earlier.
Don't
You
think
can
we
take a
want to
look
give
at
him
the map
that?
and see it's. I mean, there's only so many weapons we can carry, right? So it's worth more to him than to us.
There is no sequence of words that you can speak that would allow you passage.
Right, that's why I wanted to trade.
Briere just kind of slams the halberd down onto the line. My position is firm.
Okay.
All right, we got to do something. We're either going to turn around and leave, or we're going to go through and fight this guy. If we're turning around and taking a detour, that's 1 to 2 days extra travel time. If we fight this guy, he's probably strong.
Probably strong,
Pick
but like
something.
if he thought he could win, surely he would have just done it, right?
I think he just doesn't want to hurt us. You know, maybe he's taking his orders in a literal way that, while not letting us pass, he's also interpreting them in a way that he doesn't necessarily have to kill us, but he will if we pass. I think that's as far as he's already gone for us.
We could also call his bluff and just walk by.
Good.
A bluff, huh? I think that since I was invited into, I don't remember what it's called, the Crystal City, under the wing of fate, at one point, that I think if we overtly act against their major agents, that will be rescinded explicitly, instead of us being able to kind of infiltrate and get shit done that we need to inside of the floating fortress. I think that we shouldn't be acting against the Conclave quite so overtly in this matter at this time.
I mean, the Conclave did lock us in a room and attempts to kill us through infinite time lock. We are pretty overtly against.
Yeah.
I think that we need to prioritize the hope of the people.
He was going to observe us secretly and then call for backup and then kill us. He said so himself.
I see no reason not to believe them, but do you think that the correct way to answer violence is preemptive violence?
I mean, we've given him every option. His stance is firm.
Have we truly given them every option? There is no alternative except warfare and murder.
I mean,
We wouldn't have to kill him.
It's
not
true, we do not have to
murdering
kill
him a
him, we
little
just
bit.
have to defeat him.
he is evil.
I don't think he's inherently evil, but he's definitely following evil people.
Let's ask him.
What's
Briere-
a little bit of evil toward the greater good?
Briere, what will you do after all this if fate falls and your faction isn't the victor? What will you do afterwards? Will you devote your life to following the new order, or will you sort of go down with the ship, so to speak?
My oath is to the Conclave first, to the Sky Pope second, and to the people third. I will prioritize everything in this order exactly.
Okay, maybe he is evil?
If there was a new Sky Pope and the will of the Conclave was different, you would... You see,
Briere nods.
You're probably a good person, Briere, somewhere deep down, but we do think your loyalty is misplaced. Maybe one day we can show you that. Alright,
It most likely is. The fate that I know was nothing like this. Either she's changed, or she was lying when she showed me who she was.
In what manner are you bound by your loyalty, old friend?
Implicit and explicitly.
I mean, Silas is a beholder, and Fate is a changeling, so...
Does this power of word hold sway over you? Are you enchanted?
I have something far greater than any enchantment. My vows as a paladin and a cleric.
Oh, he's a paliclick.
Click it in.
I click it in, if you will.
My word means more to me than anything. It is by this reason, when I swear to my men that I will get them through, that they know that I tell the truth. It is by this reason, when I see people besieged by evil, and I tell them I will protect them, that they know I tell the truth. My word is everything. My vow is who I am. One day fate will die, be it of old age or of conflict, and I will remain.
I too have faced having to remake who I am.
You're
How about we take
confident
the
that you will
detour? Let's just
outlive
walk
the
away.
conflict?
Briere shakes his head. I'm not confident in anything, though I am a mortal. There is only one thing that I know. I will not yield, and I will persist through anything.
Well, out of character, it seems like there's nothing to really do except kill him. I mean, we could go around, but it would take extra days. Do we have extra days?
I mean...
And then also, he's just gonna be a problem later, is the thing.
I
So
don't
it
think
seems
2 days matters that much.
We've caught out one of our primary targets. He's alone, he has no backup.
Yeah.
Like, that's my perspective here. Like, if we don't kill him now, we're just gonna need to fight him later, and it's gonna suck.
Pragmatically, yeah. But who's willing to actually start the fight?
If we cross the line, he'll just do it for us.
Well, yeah, but that's essentially starting the fight.
I mean, yeah, if we want, we can roll initiative. We can shoot him a bunch of times. Probably gonna have to kill him because we have no way to keep him prisoner until Fate is dead.
I mean, we could drag him to the Bronze Gauntlet.
And what are they gonna do to keep a high-level cleric in?
1
Look at
HP.
Oh, every time he gets up, they knock him unconscious again.
The Bronze Gauntlet is good at keeping high-level things locked away. That's one of their explicit skills.
It could
However,
work, but we'd have to drag him all the way there.
Yeah.
there's one more thing that you forgot to consider. Briere runs really fast due to being a horse.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he's losing, he'll probably just flee.
Well, you can't run from Briere.
Oh, my groceries are here. 1 second.
I say we fight. I think on the pro-con list, I think there are more pros to taking him here than there are cons.
There are some absolutes in this world, Wielder. Some things are of greater value than others, and some are incomparable.
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree.
I mean, assuming we don't completely take him out or kill him in particular.
Oh,
However
shit.
we handle this is gonna get out. And that will be
Alright,
our
I'm back. I feel
reputation.
like we're supposed to fight this guy. We're in the boss rush part of the campaign.
I'm fine either way.
Alright, let's kill ourselves a cardinal. Are we rolling for initiative? I'm rolling for initiative.
Are you doing something that would cause initiative to start?
Yeah, we're all gonna draw our guns and shoot each other at the same time. Are you all rolling initiative?
Yeah, how are we gonna start it?
Maybe I'm just
we're all
roll
going
initiative
to-
for
We're
fun.
gonna look at each other and nod, and then all draw our guns and shoot each other at the same time. Like we're in the War of Independence.
I mean, are we going to declare it to him, or are we going to be underhanded and just start open firing?
You cannot be surprised by someone who is...
Not like
Like, you're
mechanical
staring at-
surprise, but narrative surprise. Are we going to be honorable about this and say, hey, alright, we're doing this?
There is no honor in murdering a wild unicorn.
Aren't we knocking him out and dragging him to the Bronze Gauntlet?
We'll decide
There's-
when we win, if we win.
Oh, yeah.
You can't
Whoever
be
his
surprised by
creator is.
someone you're looking at.
When we take you prisoner, will you promise not to break out? Because we don't want to have to kill you.
Interesting. You propose a duel then?
Yes, our group against yours, and whoever wins continues on. Whoever loses is out of this battle.
I am Episcopatus Briere of the Conclave. I am the Legion. I am the Blade of the Divine. And he reaches his halberd and slams it down on the ground.
I have
Let
this gun
the
I found.
battle begin!
Also, we're gonna get that fucking halberd, your cow.
Gonna
Gonna
disappear.
get
You're
a
up,
new halberd.
Angie.
Hey, we don't have to kill him now because he agreed to be a prisoner.
I mean, that worked out pretty well.
I'm going to shoot him until he falls asleep.
Alright, well,
Oh,
Sharpshooter. So this is a 22 to hit.
that will hit.
We know he's got less AC than Cal, so...
It is 49 damage.
Alright.
He's still uninjured.
Oh, I do have to use steady aim, sorry. So I'll roll again and see if I crit. I did not crit, but I still hit for 49. Is he bloodied?
No.
Okay.
You destroy the temporary armor that Briere had. And a little
Hooray.
bit more. Back. There you go.
It is no longer my turn. Oh, I have to press the not my turn button, sorry. Where is this button? Turn order, end my turn.
Dude, it's me. That's my face.
Hello, Calcivir.
Hello, Calzavir.
Palsavir. Okay, I just have a quick question. There's a blue line here.
That was the line that if you crossed it, he would have attacked.
Okay,
we
well,
will,
attacking seems cool. I'm gonna have him attack me. I'm gonna run. Oh wait, shift, control. It's none of the buttons that I'm
It's to
pressing.
attack us.
Somebody want to remind me how I like drag multiple lines?
Oh, control click.
Control. Oh, so I like. Wait, how do I? Well, how do I start drawing a line? Then?
Are you just using the ruler, or are you trying to move?
I must log in order to access the game.
Oh no, you've crashed the client.
Yeah, it seems so.
Don't worry.
I'm trying to drag a line.
Don't worry, you can do it.
Just hold control and then click drag.
Oh, okay.
Click,
So I
click, click.
okay. So I hold down control to start. Let's go back into dragging mode. Right click to move the view. Okay, so this is 30 feet. This is another 5 feet. So I believe that I should be able to attack them from here.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll be adjacent to them. So within 5.
How do I think this is how I pick up a man. Oh, that's interesting. I can I have 30 feet movement. It automates my 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I draw a spear. I activate the agile shield. And I roll 1d20. This is for this turn a +1 finesse weapon.
All right.
That's less than 21.
That will not hit.
That also doesn't hit. I'm then going to use my bonus action to Polar Master. Wait, what is the phrasing of this? It's a bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite end of the weapon that uses the same ability modifier and has a damage die of D4 bludgeoning. Wow. I end my turn.
Oh my gosh.
Briere observes the technique as it dodges. He dodges like all the swipes and then the attack. Very good. This art was the same art that was taught to the legendary Klaus Kott. The same martial art that I use. It is for this reason and this reason alone that I was able to dodge any lesser foe. However, and he stares down at you. And as he does, you can see a bunch of swords of light appear above his head. Behold, my technique! And he uses Sword of the Ascendant. 15.
He also
it
rolled
misses.
a 4.
It misses. You avoid 49 points of damage as 8 swords appear on you. Then all of them explode. You take 24 points of radiant damage.
If that had hit, you wouldn't have been able to attack for 3 turns because the swords were revealing light.
Gosh.
I'm not bloodied.
Does he look
Alright.
like he has a bunch of magical effects on him?
Not that you can see, no.
We should have precast our combat abilities like Bless.
He probably would have observed us doing that and
Yeah.
started combat. Hold on, we're just getting really buff for no reason.
Yeah, just
Don't worry, I'm
really
using
fun.
enlarged person, but we're still friends.
I'm Hunter's marking you because I want to see your glorious mane.
Hog, after the session, after we kill this guy, can you tell us out of character what the poison did?
Oh, I can even tell you right now.
Oh, did it do nothing?
The poison? It poisons.
Oh, he's poisoned. That means he has disadvantage on everything.
Oh, I'm telling you what the poison does. I won't tell you what it did to Briere.
Oh.
It poisons and it does stacking damage as well.
Oh, but we only have a little bit, so it probably won't stack much.
Casting Bless is 2nd level. So we all become blessed. After plays this very slow animation for every single token.
It looks cool though.
I'm gonna move. I still want to be within 30 feet, actually. I think. At least. I need to be at 30 feet of him in particular. Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
All right.
How do I pass? Here we go.
Wielder.
All right. Yep. I am going to move a bit just to spread out. There we go. Ooh, now I can see a bedroll and another tree. Spread out, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire, so I need a DC 19 Dex save. So he needs a 20 again.
Oh, the bonus is kind of scuffed. Wait, I can fix it. Let's go.
Alright.
9.
So now it is affected by Fairy Fire.
As
now
this
the-
happens, a halo appears above Briere and one section of it disappears. The spell is exploded into spell dust, which disappears all around it.
Legendary
Four
is something
fists.
special.
4/5 of the halo remain.
And
Wasn't
then
this
the defender moves up and will use Force Empowered Rend. Is there what is it? Inventory. It's not working. I will just roll it manually. 20 to hit.
That will hit.
And what is Force Empowered Rend now? 1d8 plus 4 force damage. $11 force damage.
All right. Back to Angie.
Hooray! It's my turn. I am going to... Oh, we don't have advantage on him from any other way, huh?
No.
What does my ruler look like? I'm still 30 feet away from him. I am going to steady aim and sharpshoot. Uh, 20 or 19.
That will hit.
Hooray!
I mean, that's a 24. Yeah.
19.
Oh, minus 5. Right, yeah.
43. 43 damage.
Nice.
All right.
He is injured slightly.
Briere
That-
takes the shot and aims its horn towards you.
Towards Angie.
Yes, you get a sense of dread.
So is this
Okay.
an attack roll?
Calcivir.
Oh, right, it's not his turn.
Oh, we have to figure out how to get Vuln stacks on him. We don't have Burst Sight. Fucking...
How does withdraw work?
As an action, you can disengage.
Have you considered staying there and hitting him a whole bunch of times?
Go around to the other side and flank with Defender? I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to drop my spear. I'm gonna go.
There's a very high chance of hitting him, especially with Blast.
Do I need to be across? Oh, I have blast. That's cool. I don't know how that works. Do I need to be across from defender or just in the same combat?
Generally across. I'm not going to be like really specific about it, just as long as you're more or less on opposing sides. If we can draw a line through the token, is generally how it works. Like, yeah, exactly. That would work. This would work, as long as it goes through the token.
Is it like from so there's different stuff for like ranged and melee, like whether they have cover versus whether they're flanking. And I often get that confused. Like for ranged, it's from any corner to any corner or something like that, or to each corner is like 3/4 cover and stuff like that. For melee flanking, is it from the center to the center and it has to pass through?
Center to center pass through is generally like the good rule of thumb, or gridless.
Okay. I am gonna. So I dropped my spear. I'll draw. Where have I dropped my spear? Wait. How did I drop it? None of those buttons. Is it the arrow?
Like this?
Yeah. What button is that?
It's the pencil.
I don't think
And
we're
pe-
allowed to
I
draw.
don't see a pencil.
Only
Yeah.
the GM can use a pencil.
I'm
What?
the only one who has pencil permissions. I gave you
This is
pencil.
clearly. Yeah, this is where my spear is. This is clearly the worst operating system I've ever seen. I can't use a pencil.
I can give you pencil permissions. I just turned it off because people kept doodling over everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna doodle over stuff, but only one person gets to doodle, I guess. I feel like it's justified. I do actually have a need for it because I keep picking up and dropping weapons.
Yeah. I'll give you permissions after this.
Thank you. Okay, so there's a spear there. I'm over here now. I dropped my spear. I'm drawing my trail flail of fail and impale, which has a +1. I don't know why my character sheet registers it as not having a +1 to hit, and possibly also not to damage, from what I'm reading. But I'm going to assume that its +1 should be applied to hit and to damage, instead of just being part of the text.
Let me take a look.
It is currently a finesse weapon, so I'm going to roll my to hit. Angie, do you have sneak attack?
Yeah. I mean, there's people next to it, right?
Hmm.
All you need.
Okay, I've fixed it. It didn't
Oh,
import
cool.
properly from D&D Beyond.
Well, see, it's listed in D&D Beyond. That's what I'm reading.
Wait,
As-
it's broken in D&D
It's
Beyond
in
too?
D&D Beyond. It lists +8, and I think this entire campaign I've been rolling it at +8.
Oh my god. Okay, go ahead and use it. It's fixed in Foundry. The bonus didn't carry over.
Okay. This implies that there's a button I can push in Foundry. I will go and read stuff about that after my turn. I'm just
Yeah,
typing
so-
1d20 + 11 right now. First I'm going to use my bonus action to, wait, I have other bonus actions, don't I?
I'll give you a
oh,
brief tutorial here, actually, just because it's really useful. So if you click your character, do you see the inventory?
Inventory. Ooh, lots of inventory items.
So you can actually select the weapons that way, and if you click that button, it attacks with them automatically.
That's
I forgot
cool.
to do advantage on the
Also, I just realized, all those things where I rolled a 15 and a 14 and stuff, I also had Bless, and I didn't add those to my rolls. I don't know if plus 1d4 or whatever it is would have mattered.
No, the bless was after your turn.
Good thing I didn't add those to my rolls, huh? Okay, I'm gonna add 1d4 because I believe that's a functionality of Bless to this thing that I'm still writing out because I need a macro because of my character having weird bonus situations.
Am I also blessed?
Yeah, you're blessed. Drop
Everyone
bless.
is. I upcasted so we get all 4 of us. The only one's not is the doggy.
That's exciting.
The cat,
That's
sorry.
2.5. So I'll have
Let me
to-
fix this real quick.
8.5 to hit.
I'm tired of
Like-
this being a damn dog. It's not a dog.
I wasn't going to sharpshooter, but now that I have bless, I am going to sharpshooter.
As my
I need to-
as my bonus action, I'm going to use Hunter's Mark, and then I'm going to roll to hit. I got a 16,
Got
Oh,
a
which is more than
16,
15.
but not a hit.
Then I'm going to use my other attack, and I'm going to get a 17.
Oh my
I'm slowly
goodness.
incrementing upward.
You're getting close, but it's not a hit.
So it's 18 or 19 is the number. Hopefully 18.
Or 20?
What's your AC?
No, I got a
Mama?
19, I got a hit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Probably 18.
It's probably full plate 18. That's my guess.
That's
No,
an
his armor
interesting guess.
dissolved.
It could be +1 full plate. That would be 19. That's true.
No, his armor dissolved. He's not wearing full plate anymore.
The temp
Um,
HP dissolves.
Oh. You described it as armor, so I thought... okay. So he's still wearing the plate?
We rolled
Yeah.
so many 3s and 4s today. Like,
Okay.
so many.
I think that's what I do this turn. I think I don't do anything else. I think. No, wait.
Your last
Hold-
5 attacks
wait.
have been 3s and 4s. That's
No,
right.
actually, I think this is the correct turn for me to action search. I'm gonna action search.
All right.
Hey!
Well, you haven't rolled any critical failures.
True.
Here you go.
23 is a hit.
Cool. Now I need to figure out what damage I do. I believe that it is.
Were you adding
Flanking?
+2 from flanking?
I think so.
Ooh,
Okay.
I was not adding a +2
But
from
you
flanking.
weren't? You have a
No.
plus 11?
I have a +11.
God damn it. These characters.
My spell
a-
attack is +11.
I'm a demigod, dude.
Those are 2 hits then.
Oh,
So it's 18 AC?
It's
18
got
AC.
AC. You found out the number. However,
By
you've been doing
cheating, well, actually, probably not.
like cheat exactly. So go ahead and roll damages on these, I guess. So these are 1d8 plus 3.
You still have like one more.
Then
That's
you've
not
also
true.
activated. What? Oh yeah, plus. Right, plus 4.
So it's agile and it's a +1 weapon, so it's +6.
Wow. Right. The agile shield. OP.
Also, I use Hunter's Mark. So I'm gonna roll this, and this, and this. And then I get to make another attack.
This really was the turn to do action surge.
34.
Yeah.
You might be able to get like a vulnerability stack.
Well, we don't know how this guy gets bone stacks.
True, yeah.
It's probably not.
You might not have it
damage.
at all.
I did 14 plus 18 plus 12 plus 15 damage, which is roughly the point where I start pulling out a calculator.
So I've done all these. You've now bloodied Briere at this point, and Briere is visibly appreciative of this onslaught.
As long as he appreciates us brutally mauling him.
You must not adhere strictly to one discipline of combat. Truly, one who appreciates the variety of power inherent to the Conclave must understand the variety of power across all armament and disciplines.
Briere's grinning as you say this.
This is something Klaus would say.
Well said! But alas, I have chosen my target. Briere at this point is going to rear up, and as it does so, you can see lightning appears on all of its hooves. Its horn begins to lighten up as well, and suddenly it lurches forward with the halberd straight at Angie.
Okay.
Everyone in this path must make a dexterity saving throw,
Does that include me?
including you.
Oh.
Not an attack roll.
27?
Yep, and due to evasion, you are able to like duck out of the way perfectly. But let's see the defender.
Did he withdraw?
Explodes.
3. I think that should be. Let me check on that.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if that has.
There's
the
an attack
right
of opportunity
bonus.
from Cal.
Did he withdraw?
That should be a
as part of-
21. It's plus 5. So 16 plus 5, 21.
21. So, it's going to use the charge attack here.
Am I warding flare it? As a reaction?
You certainly can. So this will be on the subsequent attack because this thing is also. Wait, you're not being attacked by this.
I'm warding flare after level 6. I can do it on an ally.
Oh, okay.
As long
Yeah,
as
so
the attacker's within 30 feet.
This
of
will
it.
work on the subsequent attack because Briere's also going to combo this into an attack on Angie here. However, this is going to be 22 points of damage on Defender. As it just flies past with blinding speed. There you go. Yeah. It then reaches down to attack, and it's going to activate first its Vengeance move. Because you've attacked it, it can now use Vengeance to deal additional damage.
Okay.
And it will be doing this with disadvantage.
Oh, he has disadvantage for some reason?
Because I'm flaring.
Because of the warding flare, yeah.
Warding
Oh.
flare.
Nice.
Can't do
Watching
anything
him
but-
run away with me and reenacting the scene from
It's a
Hit
4.
Movie Men in Black 1, where one of the lead characters says, "Eat me, eat me."
Well, let's see if it critically misses. Doesn't. Neat. Alright. Briere just barely misses Angie with the first attack. Angie, you duck out of the side. The ground is just covered in sparks. There's a sonic boom that appears afterwards as Briere just suddenly lurches forward. And then it swings down at you, and you like jump to your feet at the last second to roll away. Vonari.
Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah. Did the defender take damage from that?
Yes, 22 damage.
Oh, half, right? Yeah, it's not bad.
He's fine.
I was so caught up in this, I didn't find out my turn, sorry. I was expecting to have to fix problems. Expecting to grow active here. Doesn't do... He's clearly gonna do holy damage. Radiant damage, bludgeoning, lightning. Okay, I'm going to cast... Could just guiding bolt, but he's... I assume he's resistant to holy damage. This is what I want to cast. Guardian of Faith. Because I know he's a shit deck save. So it's a 4th level spell. So I summon a Spectral Guardian that hovers in an unoccupied space, so I'll just put it beside him. And do any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dex save and take 20 damage. So it won't do anything immediately, but anytime he moves around it, it's gonna peg him basically.
Okay.
Why don't I put it just like beside Angie, actually? Then I'll move. We don't want to be in a straight line with anybody.
So this is within 10 feet of the Guardian?
Yeah.
There you go. Like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is large size, though, so...
It's probably the size of the horse. We need the big boy.
Centaurs
Nap.
are medium.
So it's would be 10 feet.
He's
out
not a
from-
centaur, he's a episcopatus.
He can be both.
Maybe.
But I think technically it should
centaurs
be...
Things can be more than one thing.
Do you think that we have a Vuln stack because I did more than 50 damage?
Alas, this may not pertain to this fight.
Alas.
Briere is now going to use a legendary action to once again use its world-famous attack,
It's world
the
famous.
War Horse Lord's Assault. However, it cannot engage Vengeance in this point, as it already tried.
Hey, it
Critically
failed.
misses.
Wow.
I should have given them the Flail of Phelan and Pale.
Let's pass it over. Here, try out my book.
Alright. It is probably going to be faster just to deal damage than to try to get a spell off. It seems like he can cancel me out 4 more times. So... That's not quite enough for flanking. It might be. How do I move? There we go. Is that flanking?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Alright.
Looks like it to me.
I will attack with my Warhammer.
Going through its head.
Plus 4. 23.
That will hit.
I'll just do it again. Second attack. 30
also hit.
definitely hits. Roll 2d8 plus 14, I think. Yes.
Can I talk when it's not my turn? Or is it only on
Yeah,
my
talking's a
turn?
free action.
Yeah. Has anyone taken damage?
Yes!
A defender.
Defender.
And also Cal.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Delta.
Wow!
I got
You're quite
19
into it,
damage, 19 bludgeoning damage. And let me just check on the distance.
Cover all those
on
swords,
this.
dude.
That's
Yeah,
true, the
big
sword
sword.
attack.
Cal
I have
within
a plan.
30 feet of me. No, Cal is too far.
You have movement
I'll
left, you
use
can move
I'll
with
use
two.
Arcane Jolt to pump another 2d6 of force damage into that. So another 10 force damage, and then the defender is going to come in and attack.
Did you do the resonance damage as well?
Oh, I did not. Let's do another 1d4.
Hooray! 4.
Another 4 damage. So 33 in total. And then the defender comes in for an attack.
Okay.
32 hits. Roll 1d8 plus 4.
This is
Another
doing
6
exceedingly well
damage.
for us.
Briere,
Sorry.
using the last of its legendary reaction, is going to activate Divine Spin. The halberd seems to move on its own and just lashes around in a circle.
It's an attack
Everyone, this is a saving throw.
roll? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you got bless anyways. So.
Dex, I
So-
assume?
You have a choice. Welcome to the mechanic, everyone. On all of the saving throw attacks that Briere uses, you can oppose them with Dex to avoid the damage, or you can try to oppose them with Strength to stop Briere's momentum. Doing so will earn a vulnerability stack. If everybody succeeds,
On the strength,
everybody must do a Strength saving throw, and everyone must succeed to gain a vulnerability point.
I'm good.
I don't think we
there's not
necessarily-
like a group DC to meet. It's everyone
No.
individually.
Damage is bad.
Everyone hit must succeed. So if you are able to provoke a saving throw, for instance, it's up to you. Like if you can provoke a saving throw where it's like you and someone who can make the save, then you can go for it.
So if Angie and Defender jump out of the way and Wielder goes for the strength,
Won't do it.
that would
What
Won't do it.
happens with the if you hit
It
the
wouldn't-
strength saving throw? Is there any benefit other than the group save?
So
the vuln
If-
point.
if everyone does, you gain a vulnerability stack.
What if like everyone tries
It's
it?
an
but
ultimate
only
all
one
or
person
nothing.
Succeeds? Does
That
the one person that succeeds not take damage?
well, no.
At this point, I don't think we need the vulnerability stack.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll
Alright.
Dex.
Yeah, we'll go Dex.
He's probably in
could
his
Roll
or eight.
plus
Don't
now
forget
as
your
well.
I could get
D4.
plus 13
17.
strength
Hey.
save.
That's pretty good.
Is 17 enough?
Okay.
It's pretty low.
No. It's not.
Oh.
You want inspiration on that?
Let me roll a 1d4 on that.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know if it's
here.
worth it. If he's gonna do less than 48
Do it.
damage.
No, I'll give
Congratulations,
you
Wielder.
inspiration on that save. Do it.
Wait, hold.
Okay, then I will try this
No,
again.
Wait.
don't use your inspiration.
Hey.
Why?
I'm
Why?
gonna give you Flash of Genius instead.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that is way
okay,
better.
then 22 or 23 maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll save your inspiration because Blix was trying to. All right, and Defender.
And now Defender.
That is what Flash of Genius
And
is
this is
for.
plus.
Ooh.
Oh, nat 20.
Very nice.
We all dodge out of the way.
Hog, I would also like to take an action at the end of Wielder's turn, rather than at the start of my turn. I am going to say, I'm so sorry I had to come to this. I'm attempting to deceive him into thinking I'm about to take a legendary action, and then I'm going to use a spell as a reaction.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to roll deception for that or what.
God damn it! This is scuffed. This token is scuffed.
So
Whatever.
use deception to convince him I'm making a legendary action. That's a 12.
Okay. So this is not strength in this case, it's dexterity. All of you have made the save, so you take the half of 17 rather,
Oh, sorry.
and Angie takes none due to being a
Okay.
rogue. So 8 damage. It doesn't So Briere doesn't even notice what you're saying as it's entirely focused in the combat.
Okay.
Briere just hears this and is like, okay, what? Sure.
As a reaction to me speaking, I'm going to cast Gift of Gab and attempt to reshape his memories, possibly destroying one of his spell saving things.
What?
Kind of clever. I like that.
What?
I spoke, it's not my turn, and then I use my reaction, which I take when I speak, to cast Gift of Gab.
He wouldn't be aware of it, though.
Okay. You know what? I'll give it to you. I see what you're trying to do. I don't know how this would work, but I get it.
Well, we don't know
I'm
how the
going to-
Halo thing works either, so we're kind of guessing.
It activates the Halo in preparation to stop a spell, and it stops your Gift of Gab. I see what you're trying to do there.
Darn, I didn't get to say something different. Okay, now it's my turn and my reaction's back.
Reactions are cool.
I thought that was a clever application.
I thought it was cool too. That's why I gave it to you. I don't know how you possibly adjudicate the timing of that. So that's how it works.
I didn't want to like interrupt Wielder, but I would have like done it in between Wielder and Defender.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's my turn, then I'm going to do the interesting thing. I'm going to steady aim, and I'm going to shoot him in the face with my gun, with
Point
sharpshooter.
blank? Oh yeah, you don't take disadvantage from being pro. Does he have the other feat?
18. Oh, I have blast, so it definitely hits.
Yeah, 18 is a hit.
19. Okay.
Okay.
45 damage.
As a legendary action, Briere begins to channel.
Channel.
Was bad.
Is he concentrating on something?
Something terrible is coming.
Okay. Well, up to you, Cal, to break his concentration.
It's E.
What's up,
It is
Cal?
me. Oh, that's how I do this. Okay. I'm gonna drop the flail, which I cannot draw on the ground. I'm gonna draw a longbow. Oh, I could carry multiple longbows. The shield folds away into the longbow.
Okay.
I'm going to use sharpshooter. D4. We still have bless, right?
Yes. For another like 8 round.
Until you get punched in the face.
Yeah. Because I will
believe
not
this
make
is the
that
correct one.
concept.
Yeah. Why is this?
I think if he's doing a channel, it's probably a wisdom.
That's 9. 2.
I'm stupidly good at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is. Okay, cool. Four, 9. Confusion.
Now is the time to pile in as much damage as possible on him. Kill him before he activates. Or don't kill him, knock him out, I should say. I'm gonna just assume you're doing non-lethal damage. As you kind of look up to this person.
Briere is like channeling this magic and slowly starting to spin the halberd around over its head. As all of you guys are on the ground, you're scrambling from avoiding its attacks. Angie has shot this thing point blank in the face. Wielder's hit it twice, the defenders clawed at it. Briere's just spinning this halberd around.
these.
This game is
gears are
very awkward when I've built out my macros and then don't have macros anymore. I might be taking a -1 to this roll, which would be very sad because I think that would mean that I would miss.
16 does not hit.
Ooh,
This also does not hit.
your luck today.
This would be where you'd use inspiration because this is turn next, Matt, and if he gets that off.
The first attack, it deflects with its halberd. The second one just goes long.
Can I give inspiration on the second one?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Take it away.
Come on, Cal, you need to let's get this crit, Cal. Please.
18
Hits.
would hit, but Briere's horn glows and a shield appears and deflects the arrow.
Oh no.
And
This is gonna hurt.
At the start of Briere's turn, something bad will happen. Cal, do you have anything left? Anything left in the tank?
I'm gonna use my second wind as a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 9 hit points, and then I'm done.
Very nice.
I continue to not be bloodied. My turn is over.
2 press actions are required for Briere to cast a spell. Briere has used 2 legendary actions. At the end of its turn, it activates the second press action to complete casting the spell, and it slams its halberds down and lets out a scream. As it does so, the ground begins to shake as it casts Earthquake. Everyone
Oh.
within 100 feet.
Alright, that's everybody. Probably.
Oh, I can't see them past 60
doesn't have
feet
a
apparently,
spell?
so...
We're outside. Why do we even have vision like
You know
He's
what?
including himself in the area?
It's Briere, dude. This guy's built different.
Yeah, at least casting it non-lethally.
just jump and then you won't be affected by it. Easy.
Everyone in the area must make a dex save, and the area is everywhere.
Okay.
And Briere
Oh. Yes.
burns through part of its halo to just gently float down onto the ground.
Is this another instance where I can punch the ground back so that I can make a strength save instead?
Alas.
Yeah, 19. Alright, get to stand up.
These are pretty
2/5
good.
of the halo remain.
God damn, Mercedes.
19 gets to stand. Calcivir rolled 2d4 or 1d4, sorry, not 2d4. If you get a 2 or higher, you stand.
Oh, wait, when I'm blessed, do I get plus 1d4 to
On
saves?
saves, yes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Yes.
add...
Saves and attacks.
Okay, so I got a 19, actually, not a 17. What is this about a 2d4?
Congratulations, you've succeeded.
Hooray.
So none of you are knocked prone immediately. However, this is going to happen at every turn.
Okay.
Also, Vonari,
Is he-
please give me a Constitution saving throw.
I didn't take damage.
Yeah, each creature on the ground that's concentrating must also make a
Ah.
Constitution saving throw.
Does that include Briere?
Yeah.
Do we know the DC of that?
I don't know.
No.
'Cause
No.
I guess we wouldn't.
I'll
yeah.
give you Flash of Genius. So 15 on that.
I don't think that's enough. Unless you
Oh,
get blessed.
Normally it's half the damage or 10, but we don't. There's no damage.
Oh, you
here.
already did your bless.
Oh, wait, it's probably the DC of the spell, so it's probably like the 19 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Certainly
very
good.
nice. Here, let's go ahead and draw this out. 10 feet wide, extends from one end of the spell's area to the opposite side.
Oh, he gets 1d6 fissures. Oh, I don't see the spells area anywhere.
Yeah, it's the entire map. So it gets
It's a
2.
90-foot fissure. Oh, this is the danger. You just fall 90 feet and die.
That's correct. You fall 90 feet in, Vanari. I moved it
Do I?
kind of bad. You do.
Locations
I didn't
chosen
even
by
get
the
a save.
GM. So it's chosen by the GM, not by Briere. Yeah, you can get a dex save throw to ride the chasm as it forms.
Do I make a dex save right now?
Yep, exactly. And hang on, let me just remake
Oh
this.
fuck, that's so
Oh,
bad.
it's just forming there. Oh, okay.
I wish I had fucking inspiration. Do I?
It's only 96.
Yeah, but then I'll also be at the bottom of the pit. Okay, I have my episode inspiration I can use. Then I'll be completely out. I'll use it.
Oh, that structure over there might collapse.
Nice.
Nice. I've got no more
Okay.
inspiration at all now, but
Did Venari's 15 Constitution save make it?
No, Bless is gone.
Dang. Gotta mark off another.
Next one is like this. So Calcivir, as you've been shooting arrows from a distance, you will also be falling in here. Make a dexterity saving throw, please. Or fall in.
I am no longer blessed, so I believe that this is
You
the
fall-
end for me.
You fall 10 feet. This one's not too bad.
oh yeah.
Roll 1d6.
The bad thing is that the structure is going to collapse and possibly cover Cal.
Yeah, that's the bad part, isn't it? Alright.
Mm,
You are within half the distance of a structure's height. Make another dexterity saving throw, please. You are prone, so you have no disadvantage, actually. That's just something we made up at one point. Another dexterity saving throw, Cal. You are being covered in rubble,
Okay.
but
Oh,
you
thank
are able to
gosh.
roll out of the way. It's not that deep of a pit, so you are able to get your footing.
We take half as much damage.
Put my shield up. Wait, it's not a shield right now. Dang.
Oh.
is it a
Yep.
dex save? I thought it was a strength save.
18 points of damage. Its strength is to get out of the rubble if you fall
Ah.
in.
Hmm.
Alright, and that is Briere's preamble to his turn. Now Briere's turn. He is going to use all three of his press actions to smite Angie, who's been causing the most damage here.
Right, huh?
Is that an attack roll?
That is an attack roll.
And I'm rolling for
I will
it.
use deflect attack.
Okay.
First.
Sure.
Mine
wanna
does
deflect
does
attack one and
consume a
I'll
resource.
Sword
the other.
of the Ascended might come into play. We're going to roll 1d6. You take 6, correct.
If I
Does
hit him,
not
I
use it.
might have vengeance.
It does have vengeance on this attack, but it does not recharge Sword of the Ascended, so it's just going to use Warhorse Lord's Assault 3 times, actually. All 3 press actions on Angie. First one is a disadvantage, though. 30 is 22
Okay, that hits me.
for 22 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll flare the second one.
Okay, the second one is being rolled. That is a 22 hits, but with disadvantage. 20.
20.
1 second, let me check silvery barbs. I think it's a 24. Oh, I must reroll the d20. I'm going to cast silvery barbs. It must reroll the d20 and use a lower roll.
Not a good chance, but worth a try.
Ah. Okay, so it hits me for 24. I am going to give Wielder advantage on his next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. And then I am going to be hit for 24. I
Thank you.
am bloodied.
And then it activates Vengeance to deal 9.
I am unconscious.
Then it activates Cleave to cleave this damage over to Wielder. Wielder, you take 12 points of damage. There's nothing
And
you can do
that
to
just
mitigate
goes
this.
through the AC. Yeah, that's how quick.
Not within
No
5 feet of
mitigation.
each other.
The
Wait,
targets aren't within 5
feet of
feet.
your target. You're right. It's not within 5 feet. It cannot cleave. You're safe. Safe.
What about the defender?
Defender
Ooh,
is not quite there. No, not quite. It's within 5 feet. Then, final attack. It is going to aim down at Wielder.
Bring it! Can I stop that? Nope. That'll be a hit.
You are so lucky, by the way. You are so lucky. You take 30 points of damage. It rolled an 18.
I'm still good.
Briere has non-lethally attacked you, Isaac. It hits you with the back of the halberd for the final attack. The vengeance strike is just like a tap to the head.
Ooh, did that apply automatically? Cool. Yeah, I've been keeping track of it on my D&D Beyond page, my health.
Briere then spins this halberd around, does a bow towards Angie as Angie falls. You are up, Vonari.
There's a lot I could do.
I can bring Angie up for little to no cost.
Okay.
The armor on Briere is heavily cracked. It looks like it could come off at any moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Oh, this is phase 1, huh?
Oh yeah, shit, I didn't even think of that. Maybe I don't go wild. I don't know. What? Of course it was not gonna be that easy. God damn. I was just gonna cast Guiding Bolt at him, but... We're just going to phase 2, it's gonna be unpleasant. Could set up Bless again, or...
Oh, I forgot to put my groceries away. I should do that before they go bad from lack of cold.
But I don't have a 5th spell slot. Could also do the... what did I
Just
prepare?
FYI, the advantage from Guiding Bolt would be moot. Would because I'm gonna have advantage on the first attack anyways.
Shout out to Angie, the goat. You know, remember when everyone said Silvery Bars would break the game, and then it came out, and it's just kind of a fun spell that doesn't really break anything. It's just like a nice spell. I like it.
Well,
I've
it's
never
because you
once-
can't use it a lot. If you had
Well-
a ton of spell slots.
But I mean, even if it did, right? It's not like I, as a DM, like, man, Silvery Barbs, delete this shit immediately. Like, it's good.
It's no
But-
flash
Well,
of genius
it's better than a
in
lot
terms
of the other
of
spells.
breaking shit.
It seems like it, right? But then, like, there's so many good reactions. You don't always want to use it, right? Like, if you're playing a wizard, like, that's your counter spell. Are you really not using the counter spell? Come on. That's your shield. That's your shield other. And there's so many good reactions. With Silvery Barbs, you reroll 1, you put the shield up, you're not getting hit that turn.
I don't have a whole lot I can do that's great right now. Other
You
than
just
the heal.
dome this guy with the critical guiding bolt, just like boom.
I mean, yeah.
And then roll max damage and just one-shot him.
I mean,
Great
other
enemy
than
fails.
healing Angie, which Wheeler's already gonna do. So let's just do it. How many spells? I got lots of spells. Where's Guiding Bolt?
Wielder already has advantage.
Yeah,
It's still damage.
it's still damage. Yeah, especially if I do that.
And Vonari probably didn't take like the huge combat loadout for Overworld Exploration.
No, I did not.
Oh, you
That's-
could cast Fireball.
That's really good
Oh, yeah,
damage.
just
eh?
cast Fireball. That
Well,
actually,
Fireball would get everyone else, including you, who are down. So
That's fine. We're
So-
just gonna get me up.
33 damage.
This is half as effective.
I figured. The giant chasm, which I probably don't want to stand by. Move over here.
Briere, upon taking this hit, turns towards you. The light of Alex is as powerful as any of the Conclave gods. Know this. And he points the halberd towards you. This is one thing I've never agreed with Celis on. And he bows towards you. Then continues to face Wielder as his next preeminent threat.
All right, I will attack with my Warhammer.
You have
Fucking
advantage
serious.
twice.
Double advantage. Wait,
my-
that's me.
What do you have advantage from normally?
No, there's just two
silvery
sources of
barbs.
advantages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, and so as I swing from right to left with my hammer, as it makes contact, a mote of blue light pops out from their body and shoots towards Angie, and Angie gets healed for 4 damage, for 4 health.
Nice.
And then I'll make the damage roll. I've got to do this because of resonance. 14 damage, second attack. One d8 plus 7 plus 3d4.
Oh yeah, the resonance really building up, huh?
So 36 damage.
Do you like to describe this second hit for us?
Sure. So I bring that first one from right to left. And it hits that mode towards Angie, and then I bring it up back across my body, kind of in an uppercut. Catch him right on the chin and knock him out.
Alas, you do not knock him out, but what you do is destroy the armor.
Ooh,
It
it's like-
shatters.
it rattles his brain, and the armor just shatters.
And as the armor shatters, Briere grows a pair of 2 angelic wings made of pure radiant energy, and fire and electricity replace its mane, as the electrical powers that the armor was binding are now completely free.
Fucking knew it. It is Boros' armor from One Punch Man.
Briere, at this point, drops his halberd to the ground.
Start picking up my equipment. Also climbing out of this ditch.
It was a good bout, the Rising. I shall go willingly.
Okay.
You'll come with us?
You'll honor the duel as our captive, I think he's saying.
Yeah, he's our captive now. I trust in your honor. We don't need to tie you up. It would be disgraceful for a man of your stature.
Mm.
Briere nods.
We sense most of this is doesn't like I don't.
Go ahead and roll an insight. Also,
So
by
it's
the
like-
way, I've noticed you played Pathfinder very recently.
Fuck.
You can hear it.
You're not allowed to sense motive.
You're right. Same
And
thing.
I'll
Goddamn.
give that a flash of genius just to bump it up to a 26.
Vonari, you've been watching the way Briere's been fighting, and you noticed this guy has had all of this stuff that he could have been doing this whole time that he's just been gradually building up to. Briere did not want to fight.
Yeah.
Briere was not taking this fight seriously and was just merely looking for an excuse to stand down.
Hooray!
He is a good guy after all.
Maybe.
Well then, sling my shield back over my back and holster my warhammer.
Know this. No prison will be able to contain me.
Right, that's why we trust in your honor, right?
When fate comes to bring me out, most likely the next time we face, I will not be able to have such a fair duel. You would do best to learn to parry my strikes instead of avoiding them. And then he points towards Calcivier, who is probably pulling out of this ditch here.
I like backflip out of it. I just like,
Wow.
oh my god.
Standing backflip up 10 feet.
I will be using all of my elemental techniques next time we fight.
Alright, everyone just get 20 strength by the next time we fight him. And proficiency in strength saving throws.
Perhaps
So,
one day you will have something to teach me.
I can get plus 13 to a strength save. 6 times.
If
I
you're
like
the
to
only
imagine-
one standing beside him when he does the spin, there we go.
Why
I
would
like to.
why would you do the spin then?
I know, exactly.
He has other moves. He just wasn't using them.
I like to imagine Cal's combat and mobility style involves a lot of like sticking the pole arm into the ground and then using it as a long jump pole.
Oh, like pole jumping over attacks?
Yeah, and also like out of ditches and stuff.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well,
Everyone, let's have a 10-minute break.
Oh.
And then afterwards we'll have to see. And this is a bit of a tough combat for me to run.
Hey, I picked up the halberd and I inspect it. Is it cursed?
This guy's halberd or Briere's? Or yours, I mean.
The halberd that I didn't draw during the combat because it was in the opponent's hand.
Prayers.
Yes, Briere's halberd is not cursed.
Cool.
It's an ordinary weapon.
Oh wow.
I'll say this in character once we get back.
It's also a large weapon. So if you try to use it, you'll be using it at disadvantage, but it does double the damage dice.
Nah, good. I'm already not overweight, but at exact weight.
I'll say this in character once we get back, but this guy's basically a bomb now. Because wherever we stash him, Fate will eventually show up and kill everyone there. So I
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Let's give him Percy.
Dude, longbows
I do have to
cost
take this
50
break.
gold and spears only cost 1 gold. I remember now why I have multiple spears instead of multiple longbows. I guess
I'll
I'm
be back
rich. I
in
don't...
12 minutes. I know it's a little bit long, but there we go.
Yeah, good luck.
You just get like a shitload of spears, and each one's a different weapon, so you can
No,
repeatedly
that's
draw weapons for your shields. And then
That's
throw them.
exactly the plan, dude. I have 4 spears on my back.
Hell yeah. You're a spiky person.
In a pinch, I can also throw them. If I run out of longbows with my single longbow, then I can just switch.
Do they have the throwing property?
Yeah, they're thrown
Nice.
10 feet.
Okay, cool.
Just spears.
Oh, yeah, not as
And
far
since
as
they're ranged weapons, I think I can sharpshoot them up to like 40 feet. Which is basically an entire combat arena. Haha. That's a reference to the size of the maps. Oh, it's 60 feet. Cool.
I spilled a bunch of salt on the floor. I don't like that. Let's see, biscuits and gravy for dinner tonight? Does that sound good to y'all? Just
That
no,
sounds
I'm the
pretty
only
good.
one who's allowed to eat it.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, I'll make biscuits and gravy tonight. That'll be fucking sick. I'm gonna check it on Chris and see how he's doing. He's probably in a different voice call that I don't have access to.
He's probably just asleep or not on a voice call.
No, he's working with his friends. I played an hour of FF10 this morning and I enjoyed it, but it was very... You know how you read the first page of a sci-fi book and it's just like... fucking new talk or whatever.
I looked at all of the servers that Chris and I have as mutual servers, and I didn't see him any of them. It was not very difficult because we have 5 mutual servers.
Oh. Yeah, FF10 is a lot of like, walk in and you have no idea what's going on, and then like an hour later I still had no idea what's going on because it still hadn't started explaining anything. We're still on the first page of the sci-fi novel where they were talking about sea.
Yeah, the sea beams supporting the domes that overlay the mountain tops to keep everything from becoming dwarfed.
Yeah. I am going to make some toast. It's gonna be fucking sick, gnarly, and nasty.
I have like a bit more than a half a loaf of bread that I want to eat in the next like 2 days, and I don't know what to do with it. My basic plan is sandwiches.
Toast with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Or peanut butter with toast. Also, if you got cream cheese, you do that. Not at the same time as the peanut butter, I would think. But you do you. I think I'm glad that neither of us is old forever. That would have been awkward. Especially because our duels weren't very good. We only had one duel and it wasn't a very impressive duel. Sorry, Rain. No, Rain's not listening to me. That's convenient.
I did indeed hear your words and started paying attention to something else.
Oh.
I wasn't paying attention to your words specifically. If you thought that whatever you said about a duel was important, then I would listen. But I assumed that it was something about Final Fantasy, so...
No.
You know.
I was just apologizing for our duels to determine that I should be the first one to be going again.
Well,
It's,
it turns out that we're young, so it has basically no consequence. I think that it would have been funny to have a filler episode. Like, we just spend like 3 hours doing various duels and trials, and then at the end of the session, I win the healer check anyway, so we just spent an entire episode trying to determine whether I get young, and then I do get young. Like, it just felt very anime of an outcome, you know? But instead we didn't have the anime. Instead we just murder hoboed our way through the game.
We didn't murder
Yeah,
anyone.
we did murder that guy, huh? We've been murdering a lot of people lately. And we are hobos.
Who
I
did we murder?
really... the horseman?
Not dead. Literally not
I-
dead.
Close enough.
That's an interesting perspective.
The unicorn guy?
I'm gonna be right back.
What horse guy did we kill? What?
The horse guy.
That does not clarify anything for me.
It was a few minutes ago.
Rare's not dead. Rare's alive.
Right, we're saying that doesn't... It's close enough.
In fact, he went easy on us and he probably would have killed us all. We basically called his bluff that he didn't want to kill us. And we were right.
I still think we would have won.
But either way, that's like kind of really different from, really separate from spending a whole session deciding who gets a spell cast on them.
I feel like you heard like about a third of that conversation. I'm just kind of piece.
You're right, I did not hear
Yeah,
the whole thing
everyone.
because I was AFK.
One day I'll have toast. It'll be cool. I fucking love
Pizza.
toast.
Am I back in time or am I early? What's going on?
Oh,
We're back in time, yeah.
I'm
Back
from
to
the future. Pog, have you played FF10?
I played every Final Fantasy except 15 and the 13 spin-offs.
Oh. I'm playing 10 now. I'm kind of confused by the opener. Like I'm an hour in and they still have like barely explained anything.
Yeah, they don't explain anything for the entirety of the game pretty much.
Yeah. That tends...
Like, I couldn't figure out, like, alright, Titus's friend Orin shows up. I guess we'll follow Orin in the middle of this disaster. And then it's like, Orin has led me to a flashing light and picked me up by the scruff of the neck. I guess it's just being silly. And he, like, never questions Orin's actions at all.
I don't even know if they're friends, really.
Yeah, they don't really explain things in Final Fantasy X. That's kind of the thing of Final Fantasy X. It's the game with the confusing storyline.
I'll figure it out.
But it's got the laughing scene, and it's got the... It says, "Stay away from the summoner."
I hope that the remaster has a fixed laughing scene that isn't terrible.
No, laughing seems really good in context. It's just bad
Yeah.
out of context, and no one brings up the context. Except
Yeah.
Final Fantasy X players who get really mad. And like, it's supposed to sound like that. But I won't tell you what the context is, because that will spoil the game.
Probably they forgot how to laugh. When Orin shoved me into that light at the very beginning of the game 40 hours ago, he also stole my ability to laugh.
Yeah, that's it. That's totally it.
I love how everyone would make fun of that scene, and then some people play the Japanese game and go, "Oh right, that's intended."
Making a point.
Luckily, I'm immune to logic and points and rhetoric, so I will not get the scene. I've never once been persuaded of anything. So what? Do we just slit this guy's throat in his sleep now?
I don't think that would even work. We could coup de grace him and he still wouldn't fucking die. Because that's how HP works in this game, for some reason.
Hog, how do you murder people in this game?
You likely wouldn't be able to easily murder Briere. Briere's on another level.
I mean, if he was asleep?
Back.
If we all stood around him and shot him in the face, he's unconscious, that's an automatic crit, right? Or am I...
He's not unconscious.
No, we're talking about murdering him when he's asleep.
You mean you are? I don't think any of us are.
I am. So like if we wait for him to be asleep. In this game, when someone's unconscious, you get an automatic crit. So like I would get crit sneak attack, I could poison my weapon. That's like 100 damage, and then Rhodey gets a bunch of crits.
Well, presumably he wakes up after the first attack.
We ready our actions so that they all hit exactly the same time.
What if he's powerful enough that he's just pretending to sleep?
Yeah.
He probably has the alert feat. That doesn't matter. Well, wait. Pretending to sleep. Figure that out. I have like detect thoughts and stuff.
Briere's just at this point, we're waiting on Rhodey, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. He's Fortnite dancing, but as a horse.
Oh, is he doing the default dance?
He's doing the default dance.
By the way. Is this
Briere transforms into like a human form, and
Oh, I was thinking it would be like if you try to apply an animation for like a bipedal regular person dancing, and you just rig that to like a horse centaur, and you don't do anything with the back legs, so they just kind of float back there.
Like not animated at all. They literally just rotate on the spot and float.
Yeah, and the body stretches in strange ways because a horse body is not meant to move like that.
The mesh doesn't match up.
Briere, at this point, will actually transform into human form.
Oh, he could have ulterior motives, so this allows him to get into like the Bronze Gauntlet for something nefarious. We could just be like, hey, we're on our way. Goodbye. Tell fate how powerful we were, and we managed to take you down. We spared your life for some reason.
I mean, at the very least, we're buying extra days.
I'm not sure the timeline
I would
matters
go
all
through it.
that much right now. It might matter more once the power stalemate broken.
How's the hope bar been affected by today's events, Pac?
Well, this fight's not really going to matter much. The earlier roll was sort of an amalgamation of everything that you've been doing. And specifically at the end, the fact that you are able to get through this with no real major effect. It depends on what you do with Briere afterwards that will affect it more. Just beating Briere in a fight where no one dies and no one else has seen the fight, however, is not really going to change much. Briere hasn't stepped down, really. It's more of a stalemate, really, in this case. You could try to keep fighting, I guess, if you wanted to really defeat him, but...
Everyone heals up and then just start wailing on him again. With honor.
Right. I forgot about this. I was going to ask him to... We can persuade him this, but as part of his captivity, transfer the speakership of Neorate to Cal until an election can be held after the conclave is changed.
I don't think he's going to go for that.
Well, good thing he's just a prisoner and we can just torture him.
That is a fucking terrible... That's healing. Work? Nope, that just healed me. I'm already full health. I guess you'd have to click the button.
Are you healing me? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I was casting Cure Wounds. I have Prayer of Healing prepared because then I could heal everybody. Do have it prepared. We wait 10 minutes, I can.
What level spell is that?
Second.
Briere just kind of sighs at this point. His hand begins to glow. Allow me. Do you allow this, Angie?
Sorry, what is he doing?
His hand is glowing and he's like putting it towards your head and then says, allow me.
Oh, he can cast
okay,
In
dangerous
response to
spells.
Venari healing you, yeah.
Probably just gonna
Alright.
cast Big Boy Heal or something.
I am now dead. Disintegrated.
Oh, is it not a... What's
Not
going
back
on
yet?
here?
Been a long time. Yeah, the targeting's a little finicky. Wow. Also a terrible fuck.
Hey, I got healed.
Alright, you are healed for 70.
Oh. I'm at max health now.
He did do big. Mr. fucking Cass Earthquake. Jesus.
Possibly I'm turbocharged and I'm healthy forever now.
I mean, this is the High Cleric of Neoray.
We got a sneak peek at his power. Come back in level 20 and crush him. That's right. Or maybe
His
if
power,
we
pretty
defeat
good.
Fate, maybe he'll join our cause.
Briere, we would ask something else of you. Fate represents herself. She no longer represents the will of the gods. We ask that rather than having all the speakerships be represented through your faction, that you transfer your speakership of Nearray to Cal Severe, so that we could have a more even representation on each side. The gods will have the chance to speak to both of us, and we'll find a way forward.
The gods select their speakers.
Haven't I done research on this Pog and talked to like a guy and found that that's not really true? Like, is he trying to do a lie at me?
I don't know. If you think he's trying to do a lie, you can go ahead and roll an insight.
Okay. Wait for it.
He earnestly believes this to be the truth. He speaks to it as matter-of-factly as one would say that it's raining today.
I don't remember what you told me when I did a religion check on this before.
It's a lot more complicated than that.
But it can be transferred.
It is possible to be transferred if two people are of the applicable level of faith and devotion that they would be able to get it.
And enough people believe in them or something.
And
Is Cal
enough
at that
people
level?
believe in them. You don't know.
Oh. I believe in Cal. Rain, are you here?
She fell in a fissure and died.
Hey.
Never to be seen again. That 10 feet was too much.
I think Rain is not here.
Became 40 years older and died. That's how we'll gain 40 years waiting for.
Are people typically speakers until they die?
Generally, to an extent, what happens is like in old age, a lot of people lose their speakerhood status, essentially.
Oh.
Like they retire and then it just naturally goes away. Sometimes there's a ceremony to transfer power over, etc. Nonetheless, Briere would then continue. I am immortal. I will continue to represent Nearray as long as I live. This
Well-
was my vow to her when I took this position.
Let's see.
And is Nero okay with trying to wage interplanar war?
I hope so.
You do?
Briere at this point looks inquisitive. So you know what Fate's plan is?
People will rewrite the writ and make the gods subservient to her rather than the other way around.
To an extent, though, you are missing the key parameter. He looks up at the sky. Our gods are not well liked. The same is true of yours, Vonari.
And who can we thank for that? The Conclave.
Alex. One does not merely ascend an entire group to divinity. Though some of them were divine initially, the essence of divinity he gained by traveling to other planes and killing the gods, presenting their essence into our pantheon. The Conclave is a group of usurpers.
Well, yes. Most of them are evil.
And the one who did the killing, and he points towards you, was Alex.
Overthrow demons. I think that's a worthy thing to
And the
ourselves.
regional planar deities, whose portfolios fit the gods that we know today.
Did he
Is
just
this why
stop
the
there?
Conclave refuses to acknowledge Alex? They don't want this truth to come out?
Briere nods.
I mean, what about Elise? I guess you don't want people knowing that apotheosis is possible, but she's still a really good goddess. She has a lot to offer. She has a good portfolio. She could be a valuable part of religion and day-to-day life.
The seal of the conclave. The belief in the divine pantheon of Bustan. The writ. All of these things are a ward. Our enemies would seek to destroy this plane. Be it the demons, be it the other planes that covet the power that we have. Irula, the goddess of the dead, has jurisdiction over nearly everything. All water flows through Niare. Our prime material plane, as we call it, the splendor and wealth and peace that we have, was done by taking the power of other worlds, leaving them destitute and barren. The belief in a shared pantheon gives us the power to repel the outsiders.
The ocean is indeed our shield.
Hey Cal, you want to be, I'm asking this out of character because we're missing here. Do you want to be the Speaker of Niare?
Oh, I see. Wait. Wow.
You're part of the Rising. People probably believe in you enough.
I think so. Yeah,
very
that
confident.
seems like it. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
You basically
I mean, well, I feel like looking at what Cal has done, that kind of makes sense because their life has been very fluid.
fluid.
Uh-huh.
You should absorb Nira into yourself like everything else.
I'll
Delicious.
tell them this. Briara, you said that the gods have the exclusive right to pick their speaker. And that is partially true, but really there's a set of people that could be candidates. I snuck into the Conclave. I've read your Forbidden Archives. I possibly know more than you if you've been more rule-abiding than I have. And I will hit him with all I know about the transference stuff. Using technical language that I can abstract into a role, hopefully.
Okay.
I want to try to do insight to see his reaction.
25, unless it's a 31. Well, it's probably 25, because I think Willard's not here.
Hey, go ahead and then give an insight, Venari.
Click the button, nothing happened. Oh, there we go. Well, that's not great.
I see. That would do a lot to explain why the Sky Pope is speaker for so many of the Pantheon.
You should probably
Truth be
also
told.
doubt the rest of the things you were saying as well. Most of it, there's probably more too.
He shakes his head to this. I've not studied the specifics of inheritance, as I am confident in one thing. I am immortal. I train every day to ensure I'm among the strongest in the entire world. No, the planarverse. I've worked alongside and I have fought armies, the likes of which you have never seen.
Al thinks back to Hero's memories of the armies that they've led and faced down and just shakes their damn head.
And the reason why I am so confident is because I must be. I am but a babe compared to those that have rescued me. But the nature of my birth means that I am eternal. I would seek to be a stalwart and unchanging member of the Episcopacies. I would seek to be the eternal speaker of Neoray, and to guide countless generations. I've not studied the laws of inheritance, as I will never give up this position.
Rare, that is not the nature of the lands. The seasons turn, wildfires blaze through forests, making way for new life. The tide comes in and out. Things
And
are
yet,
not eternal.
the ocean is unchanged.
The ocean's very changed right now. Have you not seen it?
He shakes his head.
It looks terrible right now.
From your perspective, to the people in Okeanos, it is unchanged. To the people 1,000 years ago, it will remain unchanged.
Huh? Is this guy serious? Like, what? How is it the same?
He is. What you are experiencing is localized because we have contained it.
Yeah, you thought you had it contained within the city before, and now it's not just in the city. You keep saying it's contained, it never is.
He gives like a very deep sigh. I don't have the time, nor the ingredients, to prepare and cast scrying. But if I did, I would show you what the world is like outside. It is unchanged.
For now? How bad,
Once everything
how
is
widespread
complete,
does it have to be for you to consider what you're doing is wrong?
once we've defeated the other pretenders to the throne, Our Lady will take her position. She will rule over the Crucible. She will rewrite the writ. She will become the Pantheon. And in doing so, she will ascend and fulfill all of us in the Conclave. She will be our sword and shield, and will strike down those that would attack Bustan.
Don't you just use the material plane as basically a battery for your afterlife anyways?
He nods again.
If you will not help us transfer the speakership of Neoray, then perhaps we can do something related, but something I'll be more amenable to. A mutual enemy, Sino, holds the speakership of Elise. I have spoken to Elise. She has told me to be wary of him. She has told me not to trust him. She does not want to speak to this man. I know you do not worship Elise, but you worship the gods. You see the horror in a divinity being forced to speak to a man she does not believe in. Will you help us rip the divinity from Xenos? Will you help us perform these rites and perhaps transfer it to me?
He gives you like a wry smile. That's not my role. But, and he writes something down. and hands it to you. It's a recommendation from Briere. It reads, Dearest Azrael Serum Haliste, the warriors that I see with me have bested me in a duel. They have come requesting my assistance, so that you may assist them. Hear them out, as they will aid you in your battle. Driel is in charge of that whole area. Dast and Xenos. If you would work alongside us, we would be glad to help you. It's in both our benefits.
Well, thank you for this. I'm sorry that we couldn't come to a better mutual agreement, but I'm happy for the progress we've made.
Don't worry, we sent a serial killer after Dast.
I feel like once you're a vampire, you can't be called a serial killer anymore. It's just kind of
What?
assumed.
I mean, he's still a serial killer.
Yeah, but it's like redundant.
I guess.
Apex predator.
But it sounds funnier when you just say it's like, oh yeah, some serial killers gone to kill.
It's
one
like
of the
calling a
mightiest
shark
people.
a serial killer. Or a lion. Watch out, that lion's a serial killer.
Oh, except they don't really have sentience.
Now, where would you have me imprisoned?
I imagine the Bronze Gauntlet?
Well, that's kind of a problem because, like you said, Fate's gonna come and break him out and probably murder everyone nearby.
I mean, she can try. If she could do that already, she probably would have, right?
Not if she was busy.
And is there anything that's gonna make her unbusy? Or...
Oh, this is risen in priority.
The capture of an Episcopatus.
I imagine a lot of things would suddenly fall by the wayside.
Well, if she does that, she will leave herself at least somewhat open for others to move.
If we treat you with kindness and respect, Briere, will you do the same to us and ask Fate not to murder the people that house you?
He nods.
I don't think she's one to listen to that, but... We did watch her stab Doc Rub and laugh maniacally about it.
Theoretically, at least. These people are more innocent than Jockrub, and theoretically she'll listen more to Briere than to us.
She would sacrifice everyone in the world to get a little bit more power.
Or would she sacrifice her relationship to her friends?
I don't... Does she have friends? Or that all
Briere?
just slaves like this man is?
I have no misconceptions of my role. I am a piece on a board. This world is a game to her.
Will your request stop her from killing those people?
I will.
But will it actually stop her? Will she listen to you? Will she respect your request?
I don't know.
Hmm.
The fate I knew and the fate we see today are very different people.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean that your pledge to fate is no longer valid? No longer the same person?
He shakes his head.
I don't think any sort of sophistry is gonna convince them to give this loyalty up. I mean, we're gonna have to dump him at the Bronze Gauntlet. We're not going anywhere else.
There's nowhere else to dump him, to be honest, unless you want to give him to, like, another enemy.
We have to give him to Percy, and I don't want to go back to Percy's place.
Or, Xavier? That'd be interesting to give to. He's trustworthy, apparently, according to Alex.
Who's Savior?
Xavier?
Means fair.
Savara. There we go.
Oh.
Far as to the northwest.
mean, we plan to go there
Let's
after
get the
Bronze
Bronze
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet and decide there.
Yeah.
Salga's
no.
in charge of that area.
Oh, I haven't seen Soga in such a long time. I hope he's alright.
So you're saying the other ones all got like important jobs, and you are stuck out here in a mountain?
My job is to act as the lone ward to protect. He points towards the swallowed city off in the distance, where you can see spires of blackness, like buildings made purely of Nixonchi, and giants roaming around. That's my job.
And how many times have you clashed with them?
I've taken out a few of their giants. They have warding patrols that they send through here, usually accompanied by ghosts, various undead.
I think their giants just come back, don't they?
He nods.
But if you're immortal, they can't kill you?
He also nods. Their ghosts are powerless against me. Their banshees do nothing.
They have ghosts and banshees.
Right. So the aging effect doesn't hurt you, but like, I mean, you're immortal, not invulnerable, obviously.
He gives you an incredulous look, like he didn't just one-tap you in a single round.
Yeah, but that was after I did 150 damage to him, so...
So why, as Mr. Immortal, why don't you just go defeat the preacher?
Let me make something very clear here. The 3 strongest people known in the world, to be living anyways. There might be more that are stronger. Fate, Nula, and Oromir Telkath. These 3 are beyond anything that I can do. I am a piece on a board. They are the players. Stefan's not in this world. He's somewhere else.
Why is he somewhere else?
Plot reasons.
Oh.
Well, maybe he's got other important things to do.
That's probably for the best. You won't be here when everything gets fucking destroyed.
Like, Phoenix
Yeah.
Land needs his help.
Candyland needs your help. There's all these chocolates that need eating. Who will do it?
Okay, I vote that we continue on to the Bronze Gauntlet, because we've been talking to this guy for a long time.
Yeah, let's gonna move on.
I like Bronze Gauntlet. Bronze Gauntlet is one of my favorite places.
Breer just picks up his halberd and puts it on his shoulder, even though it was designed for a large creature and is twice his size.
Man, I was holding that, but I guess I dropped it because it's too heavy.
Well, theoretically, he shouldn't have weapons, given that he's a prisoner.
I'm not carrying it.
This is my halberd. I made it myself.
Wilder, do you believe this?
Yeah, can I take a look at that? I'm working on one myself. And
He gives you this
many
giant
model
halberd.
options.
Yes, you've got the halberd, now you can keep it.
Now you can discuss with each other how your
Can I tell at a
halberd
glance?
crafting
I can-
procedures.
It's
She said it's not magic, and it's not fitting itself to my size, so
Yeah.
it's not
It's-
a magic weapon.
it's 70 pounds, by the way.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'll just
Damn.
look at the construction
Mine
of
is
it.
6.
What
So
methods
here's
it's-
the difference. This thing is made entirely out of metal, as its weight could not be reinforced stably enough with wood. As a result, it's become even heavier. The construction is kind
just
of
has-
shoddy.
He just like extruded an entire rod of solid iron.
That's basically what this is here.
Not fancy, but
That's horrifying. No, that is fancy. If it's not like shitty bog iron or something. That's a lot of iron.
It's a
I don't know,
lot.
I guess there's more iron in this world, but like it's a lot of iron.
Well, keep in mind he is in charge of the world religious body.
He's
Like,
like he's
do
like
have a lot of
thousandth most
access.
important person in the world at best, but we just beat him up in a single combat. This is the end of the career for him.
Yeah, let's go with that. Totally beat him up.
This was full power, man. This was 100% what happened.
Put that Guardian of Faith, and then he just never moved. Did not do anything.
Well, on to the Bronze Gauntlet. Don't worry, when you're with me, monsters will not approach.
Man, we need that ability. Sounds sick.
The ability is called being someone that most monsters would walk away from. Maybe you'll get there.
Maybe. Maybe we'll be that smart one day. Oh, we're actually
All right.
closer than I thought.
Yeah, you start approaching the Bronze Gauntlet headquarters in the world map here. Just as a reminder, you don't necessarily know how to get there, but you are actually getting very close to where Plaguebringer is, where Tvar is, where the Resistance is. But
Hey,
also,
while-
as you're finding out where Saga is.
The fucking traitor.
Yeah, and actually, I'll put these on the map because you know this now. So it's kind of
Maybe a
useful.
traitor, but he's still our friends. Don't be mean to him.
He fucking killed
He's a-
Sovereign.
Wow, you're cutting out a lot.
He killed Sovereign.
Am I the only one hearing this?
Hello?
I think you're the only one hearing this.
Yeah.
It's smooth for me.
Can you hear?
Oh.
I'm just gonna say a
I think my
few things
internet's
for a
breaking.
while and be like, your internet
Oh,
is
that's
only
not
working
good.
in the one direction, and it's actually fine for me to hear you, but you don't seem to be able to hear me.
So I think we've had, excuse me, 2 long rests since I found that heart gem. I would like to say, like during rest time, I am starting to tinker around and mess with it, beginning the stages of construction of the Ring of Regeneration.
All right.
Do you need me to roll for anything up to like a progress point?
Yeah. So this is 2 long rests, right?
Yeah.
Are
Go
we
ahead
having
and
two
give me
longers?
some Magitechnology checks. Yeah, because going down the mountain and then heading towards the Bronze Gauntlet is 2 days.
All right. Magic.
Change my spells.
Roll 1d20
Hmm.
plus 16. 10 plus 6.
Wow.
34.
Number.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, should I do it twice because 2 long rests?
My internet exploded before, that's why I didn't have it.
We can tell.
Oh.
Welcome back.
So 34. There we go. 31.
And 31.
Good progress.
What's happening?
Wielder is just trying to investigate this regeneration ability.
Starting to build the Ring of Regeneration.
Right, so essentially the way this is going to work is you're going to essentially prime the material to work your way up, but then you'll need to actually go to your workshop to complete it once you've primed the material.
I'm looking at it, drawing out, magical constructions and what I'll need to carve, how I'll mold it, how I'm gonna fit the gem in the ring, planning all that stuff out.
All right, so everyone, check it out. Here's where Saga is. Here's where Silas is. Oh my god, what have I done? And here's where Asriel Sam Haliste is. So Asriel Sam Haliste is sort of in between where the Spellkeepers, the people who are loyal to Xenos and the former Platinum Grimoire, and also the new brewery Scania, which is loyal to Dastis. She's sort of in between that area. Saga's like near Tvar's domain, not really quite in there. And then Silas is like right by Ain. As you guys are talking, he would explain why these people are where. Saga feels like a sense of loyalty towards this area. Saga is also the best like sword fighter of the group. Briere is more efficient at like fighting entire groups of people, group combat, and also like running in and attacking the backline and things like that. But as far as like 1v1 slugfest go, like Briere's pretty easy to hit, and he's not really the best in like standing fights one-on-one, whereas Saga is like one of the few people who would fight Sovereign on equal footing. And Tvar, as they are aware, is just an incredible armed combatant, essentially. So they figured this was a good matchup. Astriel Saram-Haliste, on the other hand, is a master of stealth and also in aerial attacks. Astriel Saram-Haliste likes to use airborne plunging attacks in combat. So for this reason, she's good in like the city fights that will happen in New Brewery Scania, and is also capable of climbing the Spellkeeper's Tower. So she's effective at sort of both of these things. And also, as far as like dealing with the planes go, who better than a horse, right? Large, wide open areas. Let's get the horse person. They can run down anyone that gets through the Swallowed City. Then finally, Ain is known by everyone to be a wizard, a master spellcaster, and Silas stops spells. It's the most natural counter that exists.
He's a
So
beholder.
that's where the others are if you want to take a look at the other episcopodices. And of course, fate can be found with everyone else at the conclave down here.
When you say down here, is something supposed to be happening?
Oh, you are not in the foundry.
Yes, I am. I guess I'll
You need to
refresh.
refresh.
You should refresh. You left the
Yeah.
call a while ago.
This game is private, and you must log in to access it.
True. Very true.
You're not
Wow,
really
so
must have died, huh?
This game is private, and you must log in to access it.
Oh no. Well,
Oh.
I think this is a good spot to end anyways, as you start approaching the Bronze Gauntlet headquarters. We'll just do one little last scene here.
You're
Oh,
not
I
on
can
the-
access game.
Very nice.
Oh, any token. Vision.
Yeah, this scene is kind of scuffed. One moment here.
Wow.
One moment here, everyone. I don't know what's happened.
Hey, I
But...
got it in.
Wow, beautiful.
Welcome to the Black.
Welcome to the
Sunken
Black
City.
Void.
Welcome to Advanced Darkness.
We are now inside of the Sunken City, Tim. You
You
joined
missed
just
a
in
lot,
time.
yeah. We're in the final fight with the preacher.
Yeah, it's just like concentrated Nike-Sanchi. That's what we're depicting here. If
Yeah.
you're not not an elf or a dwarf, if you don't have infravision, you actually just can't see shit. Hey, anybody
Yeah, I really like
Baldur's
seeing
Gate when you
things.
were playing a character that had infravision and it was really dark, so the screen went red?
I never got that far into Baldur's Gate. We should do co-op sometime though.
As I recall, Baldur's Gate is glitched as fuck, and
Baldur's
Several
Gate.
touches.
whenever you try to rest, I think that was it. It was pretty
Intro
bad.
to the Bronze
Baldur's
Gauntlet.
Gate.
There's
Ba- ba- ba.
corpses outside. That's usually bad.
Yeah, but it has a guy and it says, "My hotel's as clean as an elven ice." Yeah, it has that guy.
I didn't understand what he said when I was a kid, and now that makes it so much funnier.
You should probably full heal yourselves because you long rest.
I
Yeah,
think that
also
this
'cause he casts a heal on
scene
me.
seems to be working, and also I get action surge back. That sounds exciting.
Let's see.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
what
if you
is-
click your token, there's like a long rest button, by the way.
I just
Thunder
did it
Geek.
in D&D Beyond and then imported it again.
True.
It sounds like somebody imports from D&D Beyond ever. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, let's just
Go
move
be
on.
your character sheets beside your name. There's a
That's a good idea to learn how to do it. So we're on a path.
Yo, what if we learned how to make macros?
Macros would be so fucking cool, dude. I
keep
would
meaning
take
to
like
do that.
10 minutes fewer per turn if I knew how to make a macro. I swear to God.
All
It's
right.
like reading their documentations and looking up shit.
Yeah, I was looking at a GitHub for somebody this morning.
Yeah,
I
I
did not
took a
make a
bless
macro.
one. Good. Automatically that's a D4.
Halt. That's far enough. Who goes there?
The Rising?
Oh, is that Wemley? We have Cal here. Wemley's your friends. Cal's your friend, Wemley.
I am the new queen of the Bronze Gauntlet.
Oh, that's quite a promotion. Congratulations, Wemley.
I don't think this.
They stare at you.
Yes, Queen?
I'm Vanari Govath of the Rising. I would hope that we're welcome here.
I am Monarch Death Scythe.
It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Death Scythe.
Name means nothing to me.
Sorry,
I'm
I thought
Angie.
you meant Blood. What was his name?
Blood Wraith?
Blood
Wraith?
Wraith.
Blade Wraith?
Blade Wraith.
No, this is not Blade Wraith.
Yeah.
I'm Angie. I was of the Capri squads, but now I guess I'm just kind of wandering around the Rising.
I have heard of you. There has been a great change in how the Bronze Gauntlet operates. I would have you understand our new position.
And they slowly begin to take off the bandages on their face. And you can see there's nothing there. Just a black void with two glowing, flaming embers for eyes.
Wow, that seems
I
stressful.
am a Death Knight. I was formerly held captive at the menagerie. Now, I run the Bronze Gauntlet.
Can I insight this?
That
Go ahead.
sounds logical.
Sounds outlandish. I wouldn't expect that to happen in Bronze Gauntlet.
They seem to be telling the truth, and they carry themselves with the authority as if like they would.
Grit, 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 grit.
Desperate times come for desperate measures, little ones. The monsters have signed a pact with the Bronze Gauntlet. We are no longer captives, but equals.
I thought it was a
Okay.
usurpation, an insurrection, but it was more of a deal.
Probably a way for them to survive all this time in such a world.
Yeah.
Monsters.
Makes
what monsters? Does the Bronze Gauntlet hold monsters captive or something?
Yes.
The Bronze Gauntlet is where I met Seraph. That's out of character.
Ah,
Yeah, it's kind of their
okay,
whole
that
thing.
makes sense.
It's
Does that mean
kind
Wesley's not
of.
there?
It's like half of my
was-
character's plot arc is the
Yeah.
Bronze Gauntlet, just to be
Yeah.
clear.
Wemley, you speak
was-
of my wife. Why?
Oh, Cal was really excited to see her.
Yes, I've heard much about you. The stories. To be frank, I thought you were dead.
The stories of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
Oh,
Wonderful.
we also brought you a prisoner. If you wanted a prisoner, here's Briere.
No prisoners.
Oh,
No more
Only
prisoners.
freedom. The barbaric captive policies of the Bronze Gauntlet are no more.
I mean, you don't have to put him in a
May
cage
I-
or anything. He's really polite.
May I humbly ask then, what is your policy for such abominations of the earth as were once the responsibility of the Bronze Gauntlet?
That was what they called me before. Your Wemley, if you truly loved her, was the one who understood. We are not abominations of the earth. We were kept as tools to be used. Now, we are free.
Indeed, there is this great potency within many of these. Yet these forces cannot be freely unleashed upon the world. They must be
yet
guided.
Here I stand.
But you are a product of the forces that have shaped you. You are powerful because of the world in which you live and how you operate, not independently. You are a great force, but you are guided toward greatness, the achievement of your potential, by the Bronze Gauntlet.
Perhaps. Your words have no weight to me. It is my job to see that my flock are safe. When you enter these halls, you will see a changed Bronze Gauntlet. You must swear that you keep your prejudice at the door.
I just thought you said no prisoners, only freedom.
Yes.
So why is one chained?
Wait,
What? Who's chained?
You said there was a chained
The
Bronze
Bronze
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet is
Change.
changed.
Oh, changed, duh. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes way more sense. I'm like, what the fuck?
Essentially, what she's trying to tell you here is that the Bronze Gauntlet is now like letting monsters roam freely.
Yeah,
Right.
that's like completely antithetical to their existence before now. So
Apparently,
Yeah,
Wemley
that's
was the
okay.
one who brought this plan forward, according to what Monarch has said.
Emily is learning from
That's
Cal.
Hey.
you're the one in
Yeah.
charge of supply and stuff.
I want to flash the sign for telepathy and ask Funari to ask them if we'll be safe, basically. Like, I don't get what the situation is that we're being invited to enter, but I don't understand who this Death Scythe person is. And I want to know, like, what sorts of things are wandering around. Are they things? Are they all sentient? Is there some sort of spell of, I don't know, cloister? Is there epic level magic here?
Are we safe to? Are we ensured safe passage through here? And during our
You are
stay?
the rising. Wemley has. I'd imagine she would want to see you all more than anything else in the world. No, we will not harm you. We would never do anything to see our Wemley sad.
So this is still a place of order?
Yes.
I think we can agree to the conditions.
Very
Well,
well. I'm always
what are we
willing to
gonna
work
do
with
about
someone that's
Briere?
willing to work with us.
Oh,
No,
no.
I mean, we can't go in here if Briere's just gonna go free, 'cause
Yeah.
then he'll kill us.
I mean, Briere could fuck off, and we'd never be able to stop him anyways.
No, he can't, because he's a captive and his honor holds him. I'm saying this loud enough for Briere to hear, by the way. But if we walk into this place of freedom and he no longer feels bound by honor, then he will simply kill us.
I
Tell
imagine
me.
that if he attempts to conquer us once more while we are under the protection of Wemley,
He'd have
that
to
there are
fight
many who will
everything
come to our
there.
aid.
Tell me, Rising, why is it that you stand with the Conclave, the eradicators of our kind?
We don't. This one
We
is our
stand
captive.
against them.
We
Good.
punched this guy a whole lot, my dude.
Very well. You must understand, undeath is not evil.
Oh, I think we all agree on that. A friend of ours is a necromancer.
Wonderful.
Well, I mean, you say it's wonderful that we have a captive, but if we go into this place of freedom, will this captive not be free? I mean, well, I'm worried that he will attempt to kill us if he is freed.
Monarch?
Scythe.
Monarch only has eyes, so you don't see like any expressions whatsoever. She's just putting her bandages and her crown back on. Then she looks at you.
We have a brig. Would you like him to be placed in the brig?
Yes, please. Hopefully it's an iceberg, but sorry, rare.
Come inside then.
And as you are saying this, from the ground beneath your feet, you feel the same rumblings of one of the jungle worms.
That seems bad. Can we run?
Ah,
Let's just go inside.
I see. Terrence is ready to feast. Terrence, my boy, we're getting the ham for you. One moment.
And then you see like a bunch of banshees come out with like this plate of this huge pig on it, and they just throw it in the air, and the worm jumps up and grabs it and bites it whole and one thing before descending back in the ground beneath it.
Oh, good. I thought we were the ham for a second.
That's what I thought was happening too.
Well, with further ado, welcome to the Bronze Gauntlet.
And that is where we'll end our session.
Hooray! We get to be in the Bronze Gauntlet now.
I'm very curious how
Possibly
Afros
Cal
felt
gets to enter
about this.
Polykill with Madame Death Scythe and Swemley.
By the way,
Uh-oh.
if you don't remember what a Death Knight was, you fought one in Calamity. You remember that? Remember the
Yeah,
Death Knight?
Lucas.
Yeah, he threw like giant fireballs at you and did a bunch of damage. Anyways,
No, this is the guy that I summoned a fire elemental for, and then the fire elemental didn't do anything. So I summoned a whale to stop him from
Oh
running
yeah,
at
and
us.
he's not. This was
and
in
they just-
Carceria,
Oh,
wasn't it?
yeah. Okay, now I
Present the
remember
whale.
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
By the way,
anyways,
Rain, using a whale to block a city street, I probably more summoned to a whale, Rain, to block the street, and the guy just fucking exploded the whale. So don't do that. That's not a good strategy.
shout out to Forgotten Adventures for the things that we've seen, the maps, the tiles, and such. What are we going to call this one, and who else has a shout out they'd like to do?
Should I repeat the mid-session shout-out?
Oh, I missed it then. What is it?
Shout out to Broken Token, producer of the wooden tokens used in the Spirit Island expansion. Broken Token expansion for Spirit Island.
Sure.
Okay.
I have no idea what any of that
okay.
is, but okay.
I know what Spirit Island is. I don't know about the expansions. I also haven't played Spirit Island. I've just looked into it briefly.
I'm gonna name this one Swords of Revealing Light.
Swords of Revealing Light. Okay.
Because
It's
it used Swords of
copyrighted,
Revealing
isn't
Light on us.
Yeah, it did a lot of damage.
Was that the damage on me?
Yeah, you would
That
have
was like
taken
20 damage.
59. It does 24 damage every time it misses. But it does, I think, what is it, 12d8 plus 8 damage, I think, off the top.
Yeah, that's a
I have to
lot.
look
I
it
think
up.
I ended that combat like 11 hit points below my max hit points, and I didn't receive any healing from anyone else. I just used a bonus action.
That's true.
Rain, do you want to play Heroes of the Storm?
Wait, is it still up?
Yeah, it's still up. There's still
The video game by Blizzard.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to
Oh.
install any Blizzard games ever.
Well, this is the great thing. We're
Yeah.
using their server time, and we're not buying anything.
But it's also a dead
So
game.
it's
so-
kind of okay.
Heroes of the Storm, aka casual version of Adventure Time Battle Party.
No, I've never played an Adventure Time Battle Party.
I've never heard of that, and now I'm much more interested.
I'm starting Heroes.
Adventure Time Battle Party was the Heroes of New Earth clone made by Cartoon Network, featuring the cast of
Adventure time.
Yeah, check it out. Look at these screenshots. It's actually like a full game.
I feel like I saw one that was like SpongeBob characters or Dreamcast characters. I think it was probably just Chinese League of Legends, is what it was. that I'm
Yeah, it's
thinking of.
almost certainly 300 heroes is what you're thinking of. But there is Nickelodeon Smash All-Star Brawl, which is, I think it was included in one of the Humble Bundles
Oh.
recently, right?
Dude,
Yeah, I do own it now. I haven't played it yet.
can you play Keenan and Kel? Are they playable characters in Nickelodeon
Maybe.
Smash?
I don't think so. I don't know who.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, but we have 5 people now, and it takes 5 people to play 300 heroes.
They got
If we all signed into Heroes of the Storm, we could group up together.
That's an idea.
they have avatar characters, so you can play as Aang or Toph. They have
Ooh, I want
Cat
to play as
Dog.
Momo.
They have Danny Phantom. They've got Garfield.
That's
Helga
Nick.
from Hey Arnold. They have
Okay.
Invader Zim.
Why did they-
Yeah.
They've got Korra from Legend of Korra. They have
Alright.
some Loud House characters. I haven't seen that show. I don't know what it's like. Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man. You can play as Reptar. You can
Yes.
play SpongeBob, Patrick, or Sandy. They have Nigel Thornberry.
Oh yeah.
And they also have Leonardo Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not Donatello or Raphael, apparently. And you can also play as April or Shredder. That's the cast.
I feel like that's everything that I want in a video game.
Why is radioactive a condition?
Did you say I can play as Cat Dog?
Yeah, you can play as Cat Dog.
Nice.
Do they play like Ice Climbers?
No, you have 2 sides. They don't play like Ice Climbers. There's a character that plays kind of like Ice Climbers, I think. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played.
Wait, you started this game, huh? That's